Folks, if you're wondering why I am dressed today, here's why. Just take a look at the matchup. It's a 2022 FIFA World Cup final, of course, being aired on many networks, and I have a reaction right here on YouTube. Hello, everyone. I'm Mihirsan Hassan. Thanks for tuning in this Sunday morning, and what a game we have on tap. As I said, I'm dressed, and just take a look at the matchup. It's Argentina against France. Argentina boasts probably one of the best players in the world, one of the best players to ever play the game of soccer in Lionel Messi. A win today, and he finally wins the elusive World Cup, which has kind of been out of his grasp throughout his career. He was back in 2014 before he lost. For France on the other side, with a win today, they become the first team since Pelé and Brazil back in 1958 and 1962 to hoist the World Cup in back-to-back editions. With that, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting off with France, 4-2-3-1, a couple changes for them. Dayot Upamecano and Adrien Rabiot back in the lineups after missing the semifinal due to illness. In goal, you're going to have Hugo Lloris joining Upamecano. In the back line will be Theo Hernandez, Rafael Varane, and Jules Koundé. Joining Rabiot in the holding midfielder position will be Aurelien Tchouameni. Your attacking midfielders, Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, and Ousmane Dembele. And then up top, Olivier Giroud. Of course, France, head coached by Didier Deschamps, looking to win his second consecutive World Cup. For Argentina on the other side, in goal, Emiliano Martinez. They're still in the 4-4-2. Nicolas Tagliafico, Nicolas Otamendi, Cristian Romero, Nahuel Molina make up the back. Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, Rodrigo de Paul, and Angel Di Maria make up the midfield. Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi will be up top. Di Maria, your only change from the match on Tuesday against Croatia. Antoine Griezmann sits here in the center circle as we're just getting close to it. Just waiting for the whistle, and we're underway here from Lusail Stadium. France in their All Les Bleus kit going from right to left. Argentina in their typical La Albiceste going from left to right. Boy, oh boy. Argentina against France. Simply put, it's going to be an interesting matchup overall. 11th time a CONMEBOL team meets UEFA, that is South America meets Europe in the final of the World Cup. In their 10 matches, it has been CONMEBOL who has taken the advantage, winning 7 of those World Cups again, and UEFA only winning 3 of them. However, the last time we had a CONMEBOL versus UEFA final was back in 2014. That one was between the likes of Germany facing against Lionel Messi and Argentina. Early foul here by Tchouameni. It's going to be a free kick for Argentina. Of course, the last time these two teams played was all the way back in 2018. Of course, that was an interesting one unto itself. If you look at some of the stats from that one, I mean, boy, oh boy, it was interesting. 4-3, France won that in Russia back in that World Cup. An absolute thriller of a match. Kylian Mbappe bursted onto the scene in that one. Now he's no longer the young buck that he once was. Now he's a star of the team. Could be the star of the Golden Boot, depending on how this goes. This one goes back towards Martinez, about 90 seconds through, and he just gives it up towards Theo Hernandez. Hernandez again, and this time plays it back towards Dayot Upamecano, out towards his fellow center back, Rafael Varane. Of course, there's been a virus going on in the French national team for the past week or so. It caused Rabiot and Upamecano to be out for the semifinal against Morocco. After that, it's been a little bit of shaky ground overall for this side. There we go. Notes are all done. I got the lineups here. Everything is ready. It's going to be interesting overall, and I talked about this before when France was beating Morocco, and it looked like they were on their way to victory. I said, this final is going to be one that determines destiny overall, and who decides that destiny means up to what we see. Meanwhile, Di Maria on the end line crosses it out, trying to find Messi. That one headed away by Rabiot. De Paul centers, back to De Paul, edge of the box. De Paul scoops it up, looking for Alvarez, and that one's saved by Hugo Lloris. First one of the day for the Tottenham goalkeeper. And again, good sequence overall by Argentina. Might have been offsides there, Julian Alvarez. But nonetheless, a chance there early for Argentina. There's their manager, Lionel Scaloni, being shown here on the stream. Of course, led this team to the Copa America final, in which they beat Brazil 1-0 earlier this year at the Maracanã, too. Angel Di Maria, your only change going into today, actually did score in that final. That was the only goal scored. Argentina beat Brazil 1-0 in that thriller as Lionel Messi finally got a major trophy. Of course, now trying to become one of the few to ever win Copa America and then win World Cup. Argentina overall is trying to become the first team to do both in the same time frame since Brazil did it back in 2002 and then won the Copa America back in 2004. On the other side, Didier Deschamps for France, of course, led this team to the final in which they beat Croatia 4-2 in 2018. Of course, kind of completed the cycle overall for France with winning Nations League last year. France became the first team in Europe to win all competitions possible, both FIFA and UEFA alike. Here's Messi, now back towards Cristian Romero. Romero pips us all the way to the left, looking for Di Maria, who will bring this down. Nifty footwork there, getting that one away. Messi trying to play through for Di Maria, who once again will play this a little off, and Koundé pokes it away. Throw in for Argentina. There's McAllister trying to pip this towards the middle for Messi, and it's picked off there by Mbappe. Of course, those two going at it. That should be an interesting one today overall. Meanwhile, this one picked off. Here's DePaul now. 35 yards out, looks for options, clips it out, looking towards Di Maria. That one headed away by Koundé. Griezmann, little rough passes. Alvarez plays it back. Chance here, long shot. That one caught by Lloris again. Alexis McAllister trying to register his second goal of this tournament there. And Argentina has made Lusail almost their home at the rate they're going. I mean, of course, they played their first two group stage matches here, one against Saudi Arabia. That was the one where they lost 2-1, and then beat Mexico in their second group stage here. After that, quarterfinals all the way till now, they have made Lusail Stadium their home. Kind of apparent today as well. Most of the fans in the stands rooting for Argentina. Back towards Lloris, now towards Varane. Upamecano. Teo Hernandez now on the left. He's being tracked by DePaul. Hernandez still going to the ball, able to avoid the swipe from Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, that is. Varane. Boy, oh boy, Argentina's starting to bring pressure. Alvarez and Messi alike. Messi trying to get some pressure on Teo Hernandez, and he's called for the foul over there. He can't believe it either. And for, all of these teams, but especially for Messi, we've talked about this before, that this is most likely Messi's last dance. His last chance to win the World Cup is, well, right now in these big moments. Obviously seen here and shown here overall. Here's Rafael Varane. 7th minute of play, still 0-0 between Argentina and France. France has not mustered a shot on goal. Argentina has had a couple already, although both niftily saved by Hugo Lloris. Not too much of a problem there. Upamecano, this one back towards his defensive half as he just clips it forward, looking towards Dembele. Now it's with Griezmann. Griezmann deflected there, now with Tchouaméni at midfield. Some open space, now gives it off towards Rabiot. Pressured by Alvarez. Boy, called for the foul there, but Julian Alvarez has come out like a lightning in the bottle in these first few minutes. He's been the one actually pressuring more than Messi, believe it or not. Those two have kind of remained a good tandem throughout this World Cup. Alvarez had a brace against Croatia, and then Messi had a goal from the spot caused from a penalty that was drawn by Julian Alvarez. So, of course, it's going to be tough. I don't know if anybody will ever live up to Messi's standards, but it'll be interesting as McAllister plays out towards Di Maria. Bodies in the box. Di Maria settles on the left. Tagliafico. Now to Enzo Fernandez, about 35 yards out, picked off by Griezmann. This one poked by Fernandez. Alvarez controls out to Di Maria. Edge of the box, in the box, plays it across the box. Now to DePaul at the edge of the box. DePaul rips a shot, deflected, and it just skips wide. Rafael Varane there with the deflection for France. It's going to be a corner for Argentina. Again, a good chance for the Argentinians who have had most of this momentum in the first half. DePaul Varane and Krug just got lucky. Could have skipped in for an own goal there. So corner kick now for Argentina. 8 minutes through this match. We've seen Messi and Di Maria take corner kicks from this right corner flag. It's going to be Messi taking it today. Of course, Di Maria making his first start in this World Cup since the first match they played against Saudi Arabia, which they lost 2-1. Here's Messi going to swing this one in near post. That one clipped away by Griezmann. Goes out to Messi again on the right-hand side up against Griezmann. Poked away. Gets it back. Now towards DePaul. DePaul swings it into the box. Header, or at least try to get a header, was Romero. Still in the area. Still a lot of bodies flying. Lloris punched there. And now the ref's going to blow his whistle there as Lloris goes down to the ground, clutching his stomach in pain. Looked like there was a foul right away, and indeed, there was. I believe it might have been either Alvarez or Otamendi, and I think, let's see, I think it was Romero who officially went down. They're just seeing all the bodies flying, and indeed it was Romero that collided into Lloris, although at the midsection area. But, I mean, the goalie's got a little special privileges as it goes. Lloris is going to need some treatment here. Not what you want to see if you're a French fan watching at home. Still 0-0 between these two sides. 10th minute of play here from Lusail Stadium. Of course, Lusail Stadium, about little less than 89,000 seats in the stadium, makes it the largest stadium to host a World Cup final since the Rose Bowl did it back in 1994 when the United States hosted the World Cup. After this, the stadium will be scaled down to 40,000 seats and will become the official home of the Qatar national team. So it'll be good for them getting a new and improved stadium, getting an improvement from Khalifa International, which had been their stadium for about 45 years or so. Lloris is still down, clutching his midsection. They're almost clutching his abdomen. You can kind of see at least where I'm pointing overall. Even if you can't see where I'm pointing, you can see kind of the vicinity of it. Now, Didier Deschamps, I think, trying to check, maybe just try to see the ruling there. Talking with Ismail Elfath, who will be your fourth official today, believe it or not. Elfath, referee for the United States. Again, kind of representing the U.S., does some work with MLS when not reffing national matches. Good news for France. Lloris is up and ready to go here in the 11th minute. Still 0-0 between these two sides. Again, had a pretty high score in World Cup final last time out. It was 4-2 in favor of France. Other than that, pretty low scoring. Most finals in general. Now I'm just thinking top of my head. Before that 2018 final, you had 4 consecutive finals where there were at most 2 goals in the match. You look at it, 2014 and 2010, winner won by the score of 1-0. Then in 2006 rather, Italy and France drew 1-1. Italy won that on penalty kicks. And then 2002, Brazil beat Germany on a score of 2-0. Di Maria, not a Tagliafico, out towards Otamendi. Ball back in the Argentinian half of the pitch. Back now with Emiliano Martinez. And so Fernandez, he'll clip this up the pitch, looking for a running Alvarez here. Varane will see this out, gives it back towards Lloris. Lloris just has to boot this away. Again, Argentina bringing a lot of pressure early and often in this one. Here's DePaul out towards Messi. Messi clipping this out with Di Maria. Di Maria now plays this in low, trying to find Messi. Cut away there by Upamecano, or Tchouaméni rather. Here's Messi, lost it for a while. Alvarez gives chase. Theo Hernandez tried to clear, and it's going to be a handball called on Alvarez. So despite being all over the pitch and showing some pressure, picking up some early fouls in this one, Julian Alvarez. Again, overall, you have to give some credit to Alvarez too. I mean, just with this pressure, and I mean, you think about it. We've been talking about best young player. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the award. You think about it: a brace against Croatia, goal against Poland, goal against Australia. I mean, low-key, you think about it, like in terms of goals scored, Olivier Giroud is kind of in that bronze spot, number 3 for the Golden Boot, and you got Messi and Mbappe currently tied at. Actually, I think. Pardon me. I think Messi's just got the advantage off assist. Meanwhile, here comes Dembele. Dembele out towards Lucas Hernandez. Out with Mbappe on the wing, into the box. Mbappe dancing on the ball. DePaul in front of him. Plays it through with Rabiot. Rabiot tries playing it back towards Mbappe, but Martinez will scoop it up. First time Martinez is called into dire action here today. Interesting note, too. I mean, I don't think I've made this note in the past 3 matches, but different ball being used for the final today. A little bit more of a representation for Qatar itself. It's interesting overall. Just saying, I don't think I've ever seen that before at a World Cup where there's a different ball used for the semifinal and final. Meanwhile, here's Di Maria on the left, hurdling outside, plays it through for Messi. In some space, Messi cuts, plays through, trying to find Di Maria again. It's not going to work. Di Maria gets it back. Offside flag will go up here. So again, a lot of chances. Angel Di Maria playing on the left wing today rather than the right. Was playing on the right against Saudi Arabia, which was his only start of this 2022 World Cup. Overall, just a little bit too much because he was kind of the target there. Alvarez was also there in the middle, so obviously I think there could have been some changes overall. 15th minute of play, still 0-0 between Argentina and France. Let's get the tie straight. Just in case we get something, it's on TikTok. Wanted to look good. Meanwhile, Griezmann went down. Argentina once again gets possession in this one. Did not expect this going into this one that Argentina would, at least as we approach 15 minutes, be this pressing on the ball overall. Enzo Fernandez now. Fernandez out towards Nahuel Molina, back towards Romero. Otamendi. Still about at midfield. Di Maria. Lost it again. Back with Enzo Fernandez. Looking at possession so far, to my point, 48% in favor of Argentina, only 39% in favor of France, 13% of that in dispute. Out towards Di Maria on the left, at around midfield right now. Gets it back towards Otamendi. Otamendi flips the pitch, looking for Molina on the right, can't get there, as it's a throw-in for France. It's been interesting to note, too, with Argentina, the fact that they've been a kind of a scoring juggernaut in this World Cup. Every match they have won, they've scored at least 2 goals. In the one match they lost, they scored a goal. Overall, they're an offensive team, and it's shown overall. I mean, obviously, people will look at France, they'll look at Griezmann, Giroud, Mbappe, even without Karim Benzema, who, by the way, was invited actually by Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, to watch the game in person in the suite. Didn't happen. Meanwhile, here's Messi. Cuts inside. Messi out towards DePaul in the wing. DePaul back towards Messi. Misses it. Di Maria's shot just sails into the bleachers. A good chance there for Argentina. And Angel Di Maria misses it first time. How about that, too? Lionel Messi having the vision to find Rodrigo DePaul, giving some shades of the pass, the assist in that case that he gave for Nahuel Molina in the match against Netherlands in the quarterfinals. Yeah. I don't know a lot about Argentina. I think I've done a react for every single one of their games except Saudi Arabia, and that was because it was early morning. Other than that, it's not bad. McAllister heads it back, now back towards Rafael Varane. If you're wondering, the last time a team lost their opening match, and also last time a winner lost a match in general and ended up winning it all, back in 2010 when Spain lost to Switzerland 1-0 in their opener, ended up winning it all. So pretty good run for them. The Spanish Armada was quite strong back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, winning Euro in 2008 and 2012, and then winning the World Cup in 2010. Of course, France could have a chance to do that if they win today and they win the Euro in 2024. Unable to accomplish it as Euro 2020, they fell to Switzerland, believe it or not, in penalty kicks in the round of 16 in Euro. Here's Koundé trying to find Dembele on the right, back in the attacking third. Dembele's cross blocked away by Tagliafico. or McAllister rather, and it's a throw-in for France. It's a little bit of a change here. I mean, obviously, I think we've seen this too with a few teams. Obviously, Di Maria, noted for playing right wing, he's actually going to be playing more of a left spot, and we're going to see DePaul on the right. We're going to see McAllister there. Meanwhile, Theo Hernandez goes down edge of the box. Free kick for Argentina. And with that, we might see our first yellow card of the day. No, at least for now, the refs just got the paint out to mark the spot of the free kick. How about that? Good run there by Theo Hernandez. It's going to be Romero called for the foul there. But a dangerous chance for France. This one will be a tough angle, so I don't think it will be a direct kick. Antoine Griezmann, the left footer, will take this on the left wing. This one probably about 2 or 3 yards from the edge of the box. So again, kind of treated like a corner on steroids here for France. Again, nonetheless, big chance for Les Bleus to get in the lead. Griezmann pips this in, back post, header just goes too high. Good chance for Giroud, and he actually went over the top of the defender. Either way, that shot's not going to count, and Giroud's trying to plead his case overall. Either way, doesn't amount into a goal. Goal kick. Fernandez. Now to Otamendi. Tagliafico. 20th minute of play here from Lusail Stadium. Still 0-0 between Argentina and France. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's all about legacy in this one. Argentina wins, and Lionel Messi goes down as probably the best player, not probably, the best player to play the game of soccer in the 21st century. For many people, he'll go down as the GOAT. For France on the other side, they will go down in history with the win too, as only the third team in FIFA history to win back-to-back World Cups. First team to do so since Brazil back in 1958 and 1962. Before that, Italy was the first team to do that in the 1930s and 1934 and 1938. Here's Messi out with Molina on the right. DePaul now plays it out with Otamendi. Otamendi, now Fernandez back towards Otamendi. Round and round the ball goes. Few chances overall, and Argentina had majority of them, at least in the first 15 minutes. France has at least tapered them down in the past few. Fernandez, now to Alvarez. Alvarez pips this out towards Di Maria on the left. Di Maria, nifty cut past Dembele. Di Maria now in the box, goes down. Penalty for Argentina. Again, another chance there. Ousmane Dembele called for the foul, and he's wondering what's exactly happening. But overall, a big chance for the Argentinians. Lionel Messi in this first half. And Di Maria going. I mean, overall, I don't know if I didn't see much of a trip there off Dembele. Scaloni was calling for the penalty too. But either way, now it comes down to the man himself, Lionel Messi, who's currently bouncing the ball on the edge of the box. Penalty kicks have been something Argentina have seen a lot in this World Cup, this being their 5th. For France, they've also been an experienced team, at least Hugo Lloris's, in facing penalty kicks. This will be his 5th penalty kick he has faced in this final. 5th one for Lionel Messi. He's converted every one except one, which was saved by Wojciech Szczesny against Poland. For Hugo Lloris, it's been a little hit or miss, but allowed one to Harry Kane, allowed one to Robert Lewandowski earlier in these knockout rounds. Messi against Lloris right here in the 23rd minute of play. This to give Argentina the lead. Here's Messi, runs up, takes it, puts it in the net. Goal, Argentina. And if he is the GOAT, he puts it away, and he's on the score sheet in this one. Argentina leads 1-0 against France. Hugo Lloris dove to his right. Messi slotted it home to his left. And just like that, Lionel Messi has the lead. Who else but Lionel Messi? Step up, run up, and slots it home. Cool, calm, and collected, as he has done throughout his time. Running days as a kid in Rosario, young days in Barcelona, even to representing this very La Biceste here in Doha, Qatar, is up 1-0. They've got something that they did not get back in 2014. He and the World Cup were face to face at the Maracana, but he just looked by it. Could not hoist it as Germany beat them. Now it's Argentina up 1-0, looking to deny France a chance to go down in team history. For him, it's his 97th goal for Argentina. That is Lionel Messi. 6th goal overall. Officially breaks the goal deadlock with Kylian Mbappe in terms of the golden boot going into this. Argentina up 1-0. Theo Hernandez clips his forward, looking towards Mbappe, headed away by Molina. And once again, France finds himself in a hole. And the Argentinian fans who come out in full force, not just today, but throughout this World Cup, going to be the home side. France on an uphill battle here as Mbappe plays into the middle. Cleared away. Let me get some water real quick. Tagliafico, that one cleared off of Dembele, and it's going to be a throw-in for Argentina. Once again, Didier Deschamps and crew find themselves down. Of course, his first final coaching this team was the 2016 Euro. Ended up losing on home soil to Portugal 1-0. That too against Cristiano Ronaldo, although Ronaldo went out in the first half. Adair, coming off the bench, was able to provide the game winner in that one. That one picked up by Tuchameni. Out for a France throw-in now. Here's Upamecano. You think about it too. There's almost like a battle between Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Kylian Mbappe for most goals scored at a World Cup. The record is held by Miroslav Klose with, I think, 16 overall. Of course, he's played for Germany in 2002 through 2014, so all those 4 World Cups involved. Good run there by Germany too. Top 4 overall. Nonetheless, a little collision there with Giroud. He goes down. And it's a free kick for France now. This one in a relatively dangerous position as we are now 25 minutes, more than 25 minutes through this match. So once again, Antoine Griezmann, the man who one could say is the heartbeat of this team, at least for these past few years, stands over the ball here to clip this one into the box. Griezmann, and before he could even get it off, the whistle blows. Argentinian went down in the box. I don't know if they're going to do a retake here or they're just going to give the ball back for Argentina. Either way, Enzo Fernandez was the one fouled there. And once again, Olivier Giroud having some curse words there. Curse or choice words. You say what it is for the refs there. Trying to play fair, at least for today. And Fernandez, too, could be acting a little soft, but nonetheless, it's time for free kick, take 2. Once again, back with Griezmann. Messi, the only man in the wall. This one clipped in, back post, a little too far, too close rather, before Giroud could get anything on it. 2 guys have gone down at the edge of the box now, and this is going to cause another stoppage of play as the ref calls for the trainers. Theo Hernandez down, and also there is going to be Lionel Messi. And both of them were going for the ball there. Messi going down in a heap of pain as well. So is the case with Theo Hernandez, who both of them, have been fouled a lot. Hernandez, too, has caught in some interesting situations against Morocco. Scored the goal in the 5th minute after that, and been kind of a big tussle overall for him. Nonetheless, how about the Argentinian fans so far today? They have been on their feet cheering their team to full force. Right now, hey, you're up 1-0. Keep it the way it is. Maybe you can walk out of here with the W. Walk out of here with the W. Also give Argentina their 3rd overall World Cup, their first since 1986. Back then, a man who also wore number 10 by the name of Diego Maradona was the man in charge of the team. But right now, number 10 for Argentina has the game winning goal from the penalty spot. So Messi will be heading off for now. He might have to walk off and then come on a little bit later. Ismail El taking good care of him for now. This one pipped forward by Emi Martinez. One back again by Argentina. I'd expect, knowing the ramifications of this match, neither team is going to remain complacent as Messi hurdles down the right, cleared out by Hernandez. Corner kick for La Albiceste. And Messi, too, has already got one goal overall. It's been a while since someone has scored a brace in the World Cup final. That was back in 2002 when Ronaldo did it for Brazil. Against Germany, too. So another CONMEBOL UEFA final. Here's Messi now, taking this from the corner. Flag whips this in. Header will go off target, actually cleared away. Back towards Messi on the right, and he'll be called for offside here. So far, an interesting match overall. Quite exciting from both ends of the spectrum, both for Argentina and France. Has remained a fluid game overall. No cards in this one yet. No, not too many fouls. Again, nothing that we saw earlier from Netherlands Argentina. That was a crazy game unto itself as well. But still, 30th minute of play, and Hugo Lloris will boot this back towards Argentina territory. Koundé heads it up towards Dembele, one back by Argentina. Enzo Fernandez now on the ball. Up towards Molina, now on the left. Molina. Little run 1-2 there with Alvarez, now with Messi in the middle. Messi with a little cut on the ball. Now with McAllister out towards Di Maria on the left. Di Maria's cross sails a little too high for Alvarez, who was the target there. And it's a throw-in once again for the French. 30 minutes through this match. And again, France overall has been down once in this World Cup and came back to win it. That was against Australia in their first ever match. They were down 1-0. Then afterwards, before the match even headed into halftime, they were able to complete the comeback, won the match 4-1 when the whistle blew. Overall, it's been a little tough. Here's Fernandez out towards Tagliafico. Of course, many people say heavy is the head that holds the crown. It has remained true in this World Cup throughout, at least in the past few World Cups, since the only team, at least in the 21st century before France, to advance to the knockouts was Brazil back in 2006. Ended up losing in the quarterfinals. Here's De Paul trying to get around Hernandez. Does for a little while. Now with Messi. Messi, little rough touch there by McAllister. Now Messi might have to do some cleanup work. Able to hurdle his way through, clips this out, looking for Di Maria on the left. He'll have to circle back. Keeps us in play. Pretty good. Circling right at the end line, too. Great work there by the Juventus man. Fernandez out with McAllister again. Little rough passes for Argentina. Alvarez, Messi back to the McAllister. Long shot will sail well wide of goal. Won't even go out for a goal kick. Goes out for a throw-in. How about this too by Di Maria? Able to keep it in place. Feet might have been out, but the ball wasn't. Again, I don't know exactly the ruling on that, but either way, I think it depends on where the ball is, and the ball was in play at that certain point. Again, you can bring out the ruler, you can bring out the angles, which we saw against Japan and Spain, but other than that, not too much of a discrepancy there. Meanwhile, here's Messi now cutting inside, edge of the box. Messi can't get a shot off, taken down out towards McAllister. Now with Fernandez. Fernandez now in some space. 1-2s it with Alvarez. Now De Paul. De Paul clips it in, back post, headed away by Koundé. Looking for Di Maria there to flip the pitch. Here's Romero. Romero, De Paul, Fernandez, and once again with Otamendi. Out on the left flank now, Tagliafico. This one played through towards McAllister, and he can't keep it in play off his initial first touch. Out on the left flank for Argentina, right flank for France. Throw in for Les Bleus. And a lot of close-ups. You have to give credit towards the videographers for this match overall. Of course, a broadcaster, myself. Of course, you have to have a lot of respect for them getting those close-ups, getting those shots. Of course, they're not working for a specific network. They're working for FIFA. That's been kind of the case overall in these major tournaments. But overall, got to be impressed from what I've seen. Meanwhile, Otamendi heads it back towards Martinez. Easy scoop for him. And you can feel it, just the mounting energy in this stadium. Every time Argentina gets the ball, a little more goes in favor towards them. Molina now on the right. DePaul. Now with Romero out towards Otamendi. 34th minute of play. Argentina up 1-0 against France, and you probably guess who scored. Guess who? Lionel Messi from the penalty spot, sending Hugo Lloris the wrong way, and that's how we get a score of 1-0 here in now what is now the 35th minute of play. Right now, majority of the possession, majority of the momentum and chances overall with Argentina. Here's Messi on the ball. He'll flip this out towards Di Maria on the left. Those two have been going at it for a while now. Di Maria with Messi. Couldn't get the best touch on the ball there. Fernandez out with Tagliafico. Those two still maintain the private game. Now get Di Maria involved in it. Back towards midfield. Here's Cristian Romero in the center circle. Getting some pressure from the French, and with that, he'll play back towards base in Emiliano Martinez. Interesting story with Martinez. You think about it. Started his career in England with, of course, playing for Arsenal, but never getting many starts there, mainly getting out on loan to many places. Started off on loan with the fourth-tier English side, ended up working up the ranks, and now playing once again back in the Premier League as a starting goalkeeper too. So a great success story there for Argentina's goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez, doing so with Aston Villa in that regards. Here's Alvarez playing this through. A chance here. Alexis McAllister in the clear, plays it out. Di Maria shot, and it's in the net. Goal, Argentina. Angel Di Maria doubles the lead here in the 36th minute. And La Albiceste is going La Vida Loca. Argentina 2, France 0. And what a chance there. Everybody on their feet. Angel Di Maria, the man who scored in the Copa America final last year to give Argentina their first major tournament win under Lionel Messi as their star man, under Lionel Scaloni too as their head coach, puts Argentina up 2-0 against France in this final. What a chance. What a finish. Simply put, Lloris was diving, trying to save it, and in the clear, Di Maria does the rest. Hearts go out to Argentina. Hearts go out towards Buenos Aires. Don't cry for Messi. Don't cry for them, Argentina. It's a joyous celebration. Tears of joy. Go ahead. You can cry for Buenos Aires. Cry for Rosario. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm enjoying this one. So once again, things have gone now from bad to worse for the reigning champs in France. First Messi, now Di Maria. Interestingly enough, too, I'd have to check this, but I mean, I know Messi started the World Cup final in 2014. I think Di Maria started it as well. Obviously, I mean, that was an interesting one as well. I mean, Gonzalo Higuain, a lot of chances in that one overall for Argentina. Di Maria did not start that match. Actually, did not even make an appearance in it, believe it or not. A few guys, Sergio Aguero, Kun Aguero, came off the bench in that one, but no. Di Maria did not play in the 2014 final. Well, big moment for him, too. Scored the winner of the Copa America last year. might have scored the winner today. It's, as it right now stands as the insurance goal. McAllister goes down, and it's a free kick for Argentina, up 2-0 now against France. The craziest thing about this, if Argentina goes on to win this, I would now be 3-3 in World Cup predictions. I've predicted the last two World Cups correct in terms of who wins it. I predicted Germany in 2014, predicted France in 2018, and I said Argentina before this World Cup started. Again, I don't know. That might be a knack. Again, my answer changes. Right after 2018, I said Italy would win this, and obviously, you haven't seen Italy in this World Cup. Then I said Brazil, and then slowly went over towards Argentina. So again, I don't know what I'm saying for 2026 yet. If you were to ask me now, I would say France. But again, things change overall. We never know how the world of football is going to change over the past, or rather the next 4 years, and who's going to burst on the scene, who's going to get these major trophies coming up, Euro and Copa America coming up in 2024. 40th minute of play here at Lusail Stadium, and it's Argentina up 2-0, kind of doing what France was doing to Croatia in the 2018 World Cup final, laying it on them early and often. Now with Tagliafico back towards Otamendi. Otamendi now with Fernandez. Some field pitches it out towards the right for Molina. Molina. Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Zoots it forward here. Excuse me. Here's DePaul. Molina again pips it forward. DePaul lost it. Cleared out by Tchouaméni back towards Otamendi. Romero, rather, sends it there. And Argentina right now almost playing a pseudo moonball type game, but more likely keep the ball away from France. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining now in this first half. Argentina up 2-0 against the French. It's been a while since the French have come back from being 2 down to win a match overall. I don't know when's the last time it happened. Of course, didn't happen in the last World Cup. Had some interesting battles. If you're actually wondering, here is actually, believe it or not, we're going to see two changes. So Olivier Giroud is going to head out. So Ousmane Dembele heading on. So some interesting changes here. Didier Deschamps already going to his bench early in this one. Olivier Giroud too. What a career for him. Overall, Marcus Thuram and Randall Kolo Muani will come on for France. Kolo Muani scored his first ever goal at the national level on Wednesday against Morocco to give them the insurance goal there. Marcus Thuram also coming on. He made some appearances throughout this World Cup as a substitute. This was something that I'm actually not that surprised about overall. This was something we saw I saw this in training from an article that Didier Deschamps was messing a little bit in training. Obviously, Karim Benzema, although he could have come back for the final if he was fit and ready, and actually he's not even in Qatar watching this today, despite an invitation from French President Emmanuel Macron. Marcus Thuram was actually playing left midfielder in training leading up to this match on Thursday and Friday. They actually had Thuram playing at left mid and Mbappe playing up top. It will be interesting to see where they play in Mbappe, and I think that's what Deschamps is going to do. He's going to be playing Mbappe kind of at the number 9 position in this one. So he's going to be playing there. Marcus Thuram will then be playing, I would guess, on the left. Question becomes who plays on the right overall. I guess in that sense, maybe Griezmann? I don't know. Or maybe Marcus Thuram will take the like for like change. Maybe Kolo Muani. But looks like for now, from where it stands, it looks like Kolo Muani will be playing kind of the right midfielder position. You have Marcus Thuram playing left midfielder, and Griezmann will remain as the center attacking midfielder. So a little change there, and Deschamps will kind of execute his plan, which he might have gone going into this one. At least a lot of people had some speculation. Di Maria now, edge of the box, cut out by Koundé. That one clipped out. Back towards Kolo Muani, one back immediately by France. Good pressure overall, and a little tongue taggle there between Tagliafico and Koundé. So as I was saying, I mean, this could have been expected overall that there was a possibility. Someone even said it. I think Sport Bible said that it would be a shocking change, quote unquote shocking change. But Marcus Thuram would be playing left mid, and Mbappe would be playing up top. Colomwani, I don't know exactly what he has to do with this, but either way, not bad. Maybe a chance to get another goal. This one picked up by Rabiot. Here's Thuram now on the left. Big moments here for Colomwani and Marcus Thuram, both playing in Bundesliga. Of course, Thuram with Borussia Mönchengladbach, and then with Colomwani too. Believe playing with Eintracht Frankfurt, but don't quote me on that. And again, I can check it. Yeah, he's playing with Eintracht Frankfurt. I haven't seen him that much. Might be a late burst on the scene, but big moments for both of them in this one. Hernandez now. So we approach the 45th minute of play, about a minute plus stoppage time left before the halftime whistle blows. Here's Varane. Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Now towards Hernandez on the left. Hernandez. Mbappe. And the foul's going to be called there on Argentina. It was a slight slide and didn't take Mbappe out, but it could have been close either way. And the ref, I think, knows it himself. Just to make sure everybody's in the right place at the right time. Didn't see this ref overall in the past few matches. Of course, matches in the quarterfinals, the officiating was questionable in most of the matches. And I don't think any of those guys ended up officiating in the semifinals. It was that bad. Nonetheless, chance here. It's going to be Colomwani. He subbed in for Dembele. Tchouaméni now hurtling on the ball. Back towards Colomwani. Colomwani juggled with the ball. And Messi actually tracked back to get that one. Can you believe that? Good work there from the GOAT. Here comes Messi again. Out towards Molina on the right. Molina lost the ball again. Rabiot tried playing it out towards Thuram. Going to be a throw-in for Argentina. 45 minutes through here. We're going to have 7 minutes. You heard me right. 7 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. I mean, you often think about 7 could be a 2, it could be a 1. It originally looked like there would be a 1, but 7 minutes. I mean, hey, we've seen longer stoppage times in this World Cup overall. We saw 14 minutes against England and Iran. That one, too, there was some injuries in that one. Tagliafico trying to play for Di Maria. He's begging rather, for a foul. He's not going to get it. He's probably trying to ride on the floor a little bit more to plead his case, but he's not going to get it. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Now to Dayo Upamecano. Adrian Rabiot. Rabiot still going forward. And he'll have to cut back towards Koundé. Now it's Tchouaméni. And for France, this is a side that did not have many of their starters going into this World Cup. Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante, Karim Benzema, all out with injury, along with Benjamin Pavard, and even Nkunku too. So you potentially have like 4 or 5 starters that were out for this World Cup before it even began. Here's Thuram, cross blocked there. Little run there by Hernandez, and now he's being called for the foul there. Free kick, and now he's getting mad as well at the ref. Might become a little more inevitable as this match goes on. Hernandez with DePaul, and DePaul too. Rather delayed reaction in that regards before France got it. And now DePaul still remains down on the pitch. So far, 2 minutes through, and it's been all Lionel Messi and Argentina, at least on the score sheet and probably in most of the chances as well. 2-0 Argentina leads France, trying to get their first World Cup title since 1986. On that very day at the Estadio Azteca, it was Argentina that won 3-2 against their head coach, the West Germany head coach, Franz Beckenbauer, and his squad. As it was Diego Maradona that cemented himself in history, going up against the former French captain today and Didier Deschamps, who is currently the head coach. Lionel Messi tries to cement himself in World Cup history today with a win. Right now, so far, so good for La Albiceste, up 2-0, 3 minutes through the stoppage time period, about 4 minutes to go here. So there's a throw in here. Molina to take it. Alvarez, not the best touch there as it's given back with Rabiot. Mbappe tries to get something on the break. It's played back by Romero towards Emi Martinez. Martinez back towards goal and out with Otamendi. Otamendi, now Di Maria. Trying to get away from Colomuane, and Colomuane doing a good job on defense there. Here's Varane. Tchouameni. Got Varane and Tchouameni, former Real Madrid player with current Real Madrid player. That'll be something too. A lot of teammate battles in this one overall. You look at it, that's kind of been an increasing idea. The first domestic teammate rivalry facing each other in the World Cup final was 1990 when Jose Basualdo of Argentina faced Guido Buchwald of Germany, West Germany, that is, back in 1990. West Germany won that match 1-0. You had three teammate matchups in 2018, all within La Liga, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona. You have five in this World Cup final. Shows, how world soccer has changed, especially recently. The fact that you have all these South American players getting a chance to play over in Europe in the best league with the best talent and the best challenges as well. You have, of course, teammates from Manchester United, Tottenham, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and, of course, PSG playing each other. PSG being quite the most famous with Messi and Mbappe both in the squad. Of course, also there is Neymar. So had Brazil not lost to Croatia, we could have seen PSG being represented by three squads. At least, their front three, their entire front three would have been represented in the World Cup semifinals. Quite insane to think about, if you ask me. That one cleared out by Varane. Throw in now for the Argentinians. About 100 seconds or so before the halftime whistle blows. Tagliafico to take the throw in here. Upamecano up by Otamendi. So brought down. Griezmann, the crunching tackle as he just plays it back towards Koundé. Fernandez trying to argue Koundé got the last touch, and indeed, he got it. Maybe last chance here. I don't know when Coffin Nails has ever been ringing at a World Cup final, but it would be something if Argentina can put it on ice here before the halftime whistle is to blow. Here's Romero. Romero's still going. Down on the wing. Di Maria can't get there. Throw in for France. About a minute or so left. Tchouameni. Tagliafico tried picking it off. Instead, gotten by Colomuane, who goes down. And instead, we'll get a free kick. With that, we get our first yellow card of the match. Gonna have Enzo Fernandez lying on the ground here in a heap of pain. And to add insult to injury, looks like he might be the one to get the yellow card here. Again, a rough challenge by Colomuane, but it looked clean from my angle overall, and indeed it looks so. I think it was Otamendi and Fernandez. The reason why Fernandez might be down is he was tangled up with Otamendi, causing the foul to happen. Fernandez still going there. Now I think they're going to issue a foul, and yes, to add insult to injury, Enzo Fernandez will be given the first yellow card of this match. So we're 7 minutes through here in stoppage time. Still 2-0 in favor of Argentina. Scaloni giving probably a few more reps. This could be the final kick of the half as Antoine Griezmann will take the free kick for France. 40 yards out, clips us into the box. A good one. Varane can't get there on the back post. Nearest man there to the ball. And Argentina will see this out, probably put this up in the air and call it a half. Either way, I think the ref will do so right there. That's your last chance as we see the replay of Griezmann. Good ball in, just couldn't get a touch on it. Halftime here at Lusail Stadium, and so far it is an Argentinian fiesta as they're up 2-0 against France. Lionel Messi got the first goal off from the penalty spot, sending Hugo Lloris the wrong way in that regards. In the 23rd minute, Angel Di Maria made it 2-0 in the 36th. Argentina holds on. They're giving their star player, Lionel Messi, his second major title and his first World Cup as he goes off into the sunset. Or could France come back and pull off a historic comeback and pull off what would be a historic campaign and repeat as World Cup champs since Pelé and Brazil did it in 58 and 62. I'll be back in a few minutes for the second half right after this. You're watching my reactions of the 2022 FIFA World Cup right here on YouTube. Halftime here between Argentina and France at Lusail Stadium. Argentina up 2-0 against France. And Albiceleste trying to win their third World Cup title and their first since 1986, as Lionel Messi would officially, in this case, live up to the billing of the other number 10 that won the World Cup back in 1986, Diego Maradona, looking down from heaven today. I'm Mahirson Hassan. Thanks for tuning in on this Sunday morning. What a great Sunday morning it has been. Of course, we saw some interesting matchups in this World Cup so far. Of course, yesterday was the third place match between Croatia and Morocco. Ended on the scoreline of 2-1. This one 2-0. So we could get another 2-1 result should France get an equalizer here. If you're just tuning in, a couple changes in the match so far, both for France, as Ousmane Dembele and Olivier Giroud are both off, and checking on have been Randall Kolo and Marcus Thuram. Let's take a look. He had two interesting goals for Argentina, too. Lionel Messi from the penalty spot, Angel Di Maria scoring as well. So the two guys on the squad that were on the squad back in 2014 during that big run all the way to the finals scored. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. I think if Di Maria was on the squad, he looks like he was on the squad. He's one of the veterans on the squad. Now, that is, he's one of the veterans on the squad, and it's shown here today. So, yeah. Kind of giving, as I said earlier, noted this point in the first half, but it's giving some remnants of the 2018 World Cup final as well, as France ended up winning that one 4-2 over Croatia. Look at the match overall. It was actually France was up at half 2-1, but it was a back and forth type game too. Mandzukic started off with an own goal. Ivan Perisic with a great strike from about 25 yards out. So before France kind of put pedal to the metal, I have to find out when was the last time a team led by 2 goals at the half in a World Cup final, because this is something special for sure. I know Brazil beat Germany 2-0. That was the last time before France Croatia that a team had won by multiple goals in the final. It was against Brazil. Let's see. Take a look at this. Yeah. Ronaldo was there. So, yeah, Messi and Di Maria, both of the goal, could be getting a brace in the second half. Obviously, last team to put up a brace in a World Cup final, you have to go back with Ronaldo and Brazil back in 2002. That is Brazilian Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo, who is kind of Messi's counterpart in the GOAT debate. Although it looks like he's going to be on the losing side of it, regardless of what happens in that space. So, both teams are back out on the pitch, ready to start half number 2. Messi kicks it back to Fernandez, and we are back underway here at Lusail Stadium. 45 minutes down, 45 to go. Maybe 45 minutes before a FIFA World Cup champion is to be crowned. Back with Nicolas Otamendi. So I'll continue my little forge here for how teams have done in the World Cup final. But overall, so far, really good. I think I found it. The last time a team led 2-0 at half in the final, it was France against Brazil. That too was an interesting one. Here's Alvarez now getting out towards Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul now back towards Alvarez. But that was an interesting one as well. Last time a reigning champ had made it to the final before today. Meanwhile, Hugo Lloris just has to come off his goal. Alexis McAllister was making an interesting run into the box. Had the assist for the Angel Di Maria goal in the first half. Again, it's great to see the Brighton man making a lot of plays in this one. Once again, out for an Argentina throw-in. And you can just tell from this side. So, I mean, obviously, if you're watching this on screen, there's obviously a lot of empty seats towards the center of the pitch. That is, in terms of the length. But, I mean, the Argentina fans, they are on their feet, as they have been throughout this World Cup. Honestly, I think they and Brazil, more than Qatar, I think have been the host teams, or at least the home countries, it feels like, in this World Cup. Every match they have played, they have been the de facto home team. Quite insane to think about. But here we are. Pretty cool. I mean, just to see the overall results and respect that people have for Argentina, most likely for Messi, but again, for Argentina in general. The French have also shown out as well, not as much as we saw in 2018 in Russia, but still great contingency there, making the trip to Qatar. Back with Varane. Now Jules Koundé. Varane again. Varane. Upamecano is going to clip this forward. Long ball looking for Thuram. Cleared away by Molina. That is headed. Cleared away. Just to clarify. As Martinez scoops it up there. Again, you look at a lot of success stories. I talked about Emiliano Martinez in the first half. 30 years old, making his 26th cap today. And there you see a look at a frustrated and a little overwhelmed Didier Deschamps. 1-1 in major tournament finals, lost in the Euro final in 2016, but picked up the win in the World Cup final in 2018. Of course, would be historic today. Already only the second person in World Cup history to win the World Cup as a captain and then to do so as a coach. Of course, there have been a few others as well. I mean, just to mention, I think Mario Zagallo of Brazil was also there, but he was not the captain of that team. He was a player. Won the World Cup in 58 and 62, of course, playing alongside Pelé. And then in 1970, won the World Cup final as a head coach, which ended up being Pelé's swan song. Tagliafico pokes this away back towards Koundé. There's Kolo Muani on the right. This one picked off again by Di Maria. Scaloni right in front of the actions, calling for a foul. Nonetheless, play continues in favor of France, too. Koundé, this one picked off. Good work by Romero as it's out with Messi. Messi out towards Di Maria on the left. Di Maria crosses this one in. Out towards DePaul. The chopper goes right towards Lloris. Again, Argentina. They've already coughed up a 2-0 lead once in this World Cup. That was to Netherlands in the quarterfinal. Of course, do not want to do that again against this French side that, although did not have most of the attacking power, they do have some potency as seen throughout this World Cup and through the past few years as well. This one goes back towards Emiliano Martinez. He picks it up. 50th minute of play. Still 2-0. Argentina leads France. As I noted last time, interestingly enough, the last time that we saw a team up 2-0 in a World Cup final, back in 98, the last time a reigning champ made it to the final, which was Brazil in 1998. You've got a little good news if you're a French supporter watching at home. Brazil ended up winning in 2002. So maybe, even if France doesn't pull it off today, what a great run without many of their starters from 2018 and many presumed starters for this World Cup. And maybe a chance in 2026 to get the crown back. Nonetheless, you still got a chance here. 40 minutes plus stoppage time if France were to equalize. Argentina on the other side trying to put this one in the dust and give it some coffin nails as well. It's Nahuel Molina, all the way back towards Martinez again. Pipped out. Nicolas Otamendi, now to Nicolas Tagliafico. A 1-2 there, and McAllister wins it back for La Albiceste. Kolo Muani, good vertical there, trying to get it out towards Mbappe, going with Fernandez, and it was last touched off the 21-year-old Enzo Fernandez. So corner kick now for the French. Once again, Antoine Griezmann to swing this one in. A lot of tall trees in the box, a few even brought off the bench in Kolo Muani and Thuram, both of which have played number 9 at some part in their career. Griezmann into the box, caught by Martinez. Good run there, saw the ball, able to collect it, falls to the ground for security. Maybe a chance here for Argentina to break through. Here's Di Maria, surveys his options, trying to play through for Messi. He'll slow his run to cut back. Now towards DePaul. Crunching tackle there by Teo Hernandez. Could he keep it in play? No, he couldn't. So throw-in for Argentina deep in the attacking third, almost at the corner flag here. So nonetheless, chance here for Nahuel Molina and Argentina. Try to build onto the lead with DePaul. Back with Molina, his cross off target, but deflected, out for a corner kick. And you look at the side too. These two teams met up in 2018 in the round of 16. Both sides had 4 players that started that match. It was Giroud, Mbappe, Griezmann, and Varane for France, Tagliafico, Otamendi, Di Maria, and Messi for Argentina. If I'm not mistaken, I think Di Maria actually scored in that game. That was a good goal too. That was a back and forth match overall. Argentina at a point was up 2-1 before France had 3 unanswered. Before Sergio Aguero had a consolation goal, made it 4-3. Nonetheless, Messi whips this one into the box, headed away by Griezmann. Out for an Argentina throw-in, still in the attacking third. And a good whip. It was going near post, and Griezmann had to lean to his left to poke it away. Nonetheless, Molina out with Alvarez on the right. Alvarez tried getting it back. Good cutaway there by Thuram as he clears it back all the way towards Otamendi, who was the last field player back. DePaul back towards Martinez. Martinez just has to clear it away. Nasty collision there as Kolo Muani was tracking that ball down. Now he's back towards his line, but dangerous moment there. He just had to clear it out towards the side. Otherwise, France would have had an open chance to make it 2-1. Rabiot. Gucciameni. Upamecano. And Mbappe. Ended out the first half playing that number 9 spot. Looks like there might be some changes with Kolo Muani moving into that spot as Mbappe will now be playing his usual left midfielder position. Almost have Kolo Muani and Thuram playing in that number 9 spot. Give 2 threats, at least through the air. Free kick here for Argentina. DePaul fouled there via Adrian Rabiot, and with that, Rabiot picks up a yellow card. First of the day for him, first of the day for France. So far, a clean game overall. I will say that. Again, not to jinx anything with the commentator's curse, but should be good. Should be good. Again, actually, you have to give credit to. They're just showing the replay with Kolo Muani, and Tagliafico actually did a great job there, just shielding off Kolo Muani. Otherwise, could have been through and would have been an easy tap in for France's goal number 1. Meanwhile, Rodrigo de Paul still remains down on the pitch. You have many subs warming up for this one. Could be Leandro Paredes, who has made many appearances. Started the match against Croatia on Tuesday. He could be in. Lisandro Martinez, one of the center backs, he could also be coming in to give at least a defensive emphasis to this game for Argentina. Again, from that angle, it looked like there was not much injury, but nonetheless, DePaul will get some treatment here in the 56th minute of play. Interestingly enough, if you want to know a fun fact, Argentina, whenever they have played in the World Cup final, they are 2-3. Whenever they have lost, they have scored at most 2 goals. Of course, 1930 lost to Uruguay by the score of 4-2. Lost to Germany twice, 1-0. One back in 1990 and one back in 2014 rather. So 1990 and 2014 lost by the score of 1-0 to 1990 in West Germany, 2014 to Germany. Whenever they've won the World Cup, they've scored at least 3 goals. They beat Netherlands by the score of 3-1. I believe that match was in extra time. That too in Buenos Aires, on home turf, getting their first ever World Cup win. 1986 with Diego Maradona beat Germany by the score of 3-2 in that World Cup final match. Upamecano now on the ball. If France is to do something here, they have to do it quick. Koundé able to evade the tackle there. Crosses up, deflected by McAllister. Di Maria couldn't get the best touch there. Colomoane now hurtling on the inside. Little collision there, but not much. Otamendi clips it out. Throw in for the French. Maria, a little bit of at least a little bit of a tussle there, per se. Varane plays back towards goal. Here's Lloris. Hernandez. Kylian Mbappe lost the ball there. So you got Fernandez, DePaul, even Messi getting some touches on it. Speaking of Messi, here he is, taken off by Griezmann, and now play will be stopped for a free kick as once again Rodrigo DePaul is down again. I don't know. I mean, DePaul. I mean, credit to him. He's been a workhorse in this World Cup. Obviously, it's not. I mean, for the most part in the World Cup, this tends to be like the last final for many people. They get like a month off, and then season starts up again. Their club season, that is. Not the case this year, since this is played kind of in autumn/December time. Of course, FIFA scheduled the World Cup that's such that today would be the final, so it would be a week before Christmas. Everybody can get back home and enjoy the holiday season with the family. Meanwhile, here's Di Maria trying to play through for Alvarez. Has a chance. Alvarez shot. Might have gotten a save there by Lloris, and indeed he did. So shot on goal there for Julian Alvarez. And Julian couldn't put it away there. It would have been a rough angle either way. I actually thought for a while, had Lloris just let that one go, it would have just been out for a goal kick. But nonetheless, the Tottenham goalkeeper making a save there. Here's Varane. Upamecano. Now it's with Hernandez. He'll clip this up, looking for Mbappe. He goes down, and it's a free kick for France. Dangerous position, too, about 25 yards out. Otamendi trying to plead his case, but actually, pardon me, it will be a free kick for Argentina. 60th minute of play here. Still Argentina 2, France 0. About 30 minutes plus stoppage time remaining, and France needs 2 goals to keep their repeat hopes alive. For Argentina, like I said before, many times before, trying to be World Cup champs, trying to become the first South American team to win the World Cup since Brazil did it 20 years ago, trying to give it back towards La Albiceste for the first time since 1986. Here's Di Maria, cuts inside, dancing on the ball. Di Maria now in line, looks for options, including Alvarez, plays it in. A chance here for Messi. Messi's shot just goes wide. Again, another chance there. A lot of numbers in the box. Of course, Di Maria has kind of got Alvarez as his main treatment there as the number 9, but playing there. Good dummy there in the middle, too, by DePaul to leave it for Messi. And Messi was just cut out, deflected there by Rabiot, which caused the ball to go a little off kilter and, in a sense, off target. Messi knows it himself. He's smiling. He's like, oh, man, that could have been goal number 2 for me. Would have truly etched himself in the history book. If you're wondering, the only person who has ever registered a hat trick in the World Cup final was Geoffrey Hirst of England back in 1966. That was the last time a team ever got a hat trick in the final. Of course, Di Maria and Messi both have a goal in this one, so we could see one of them pick up the brace. Last time someone got a brace in the final was Ronaldo back in 2002 against Germany. Little slip there by Hernandez, goes out for an Argentina throw-in. Just as they're getting up to take the throw-in, a few of the spectators have gotten up, starting to wave their rally towels, and in many people's cases, rally shirts. They've just taken the shirts off and started waving it in the air. Passion of the World Cup at its best. Here's Messi, couldn't keep it play on the right. Out with Varane. Now with Koundé. And overall, France hasn't had a majority of chances. Going into today, it actually seemed like both teams were 50-50. France had majority of the shots, 85 of them, compared to Argentina's 81. Although Argentina had the advantage in shots on goal at 39 compared to France's 32. Here's Griezmann now on the ball, out on the wing. Hernandez clips in, headed away by Romero. Again, overall, it's been kind of one of those days where Argentina has remained more physical overall in most regards, in the tackles, not necessarily tackles, just interceptions in general. Had 37 going into today's. Here's McAllister winning the ball back quite easily here against France. Out with Messi now. What can he do? Messi plays through for Julian Alvarez. Alvarez plays through for McAllister. Lloris sliding tackle to clear it away. Again, had to track back towards his goal before Argentina could do any damage. Again, a good chance to make it 3-0 for La Albiceste. And France is probably on their last limbs. At least it will seem like for a while. They got to get a goal quick if they are to pull some momentum back in this one. Yeah, it's a good sequence there, too. I mean, very similar to Di Maria's goal, where it's actually McAllister who provided the assist upon getting into some open space. Griezmann, now with Rabiot, out with Mbappe on the left. Can't play it into the middle as he looked for Griezmann. Tchouaméni, crossed out. Koundé chested down, edge of the box, flicks it around Di Maria, crosses this in off the volley, headed away by Otamendi. And now I think the ref's whistle will blow once again. Let's take a look at this. McAllister again, a chance in the middle. And again, you got to give credit to the defenders. Dayo Upamecano was the one tracking back. And it's a good work there by Upamecano to shield McAllister off the ball. Make sure he didn't get a touch, period, as Lloris cleared it away. So change coming for Argentina. And it's a well-deserved round of applause. Angel Di Maria making his first start in this World Cup. The veteran delivered in clutch moments in Copa America, delivered clutch today in the 36th minute. As it stands, Argentina is nestled with the World Cup. Angel Di Maria heads off, and heading on is Marcos Acuna here in the 65th minute. That will be your first change of the match for Argentina. Back with Otamendi, Romero, and once again, round and round the ball goes. 25 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. Messi, Acuna. Again, listed as a left back, but can motor up the pitch a lot. Could be what Argentina needs. McAllister, good work there. Dribbling away from 3 defenders from France. Messi might do the same. Leaves it off with McAllister. Leaves it off back towards Messi, but it's picked off by Tchouaméni. Tagliafico came flying in, trying to head that back. And again, Acuna got the last touch there off the Koundé clearance. Thrown for France. Actually might be out for a goal kick. How about this chance, too? Tagliafico come flying in from his left back position. And again, Lionel Messi, 35 years old, but still putting defenders on a swivel. At the stage of the Maracanã, he was coming in at the prime of his career. Man of the match, almost every match going in to the final. The star of Argentina going up against a German side that was tested and beaten just Brazil 7-1, pulling off the drubbing of a lifetime. And unfortunately for our Argentinian crew, including Lionel Messi, they could not square it away. They saw the World Cup in the stadium, but instead, just in passing, they could not hold it in their arms. They could not nestle it. They now stand 25 minutes away from finally getting a chance to do so here. For Messi and many of the Argentinians, a crack for take 2 in the 20th century. Rabiot out with Griezmann on the left. Griezmann whips it in, skips past the face of goal. Thuram was there. Kolomoane gives chase. Now it's Koundé, plays it back, or at least tried to, with Kolomoane. Good nifty move there. I believe it was Acuna. Tagliafico goes down. Ref did not call a foul there, surprisingly enough. Varane. Back towards Hugo Lloris. Tchouaméni. Koundé. Varane. Griezmann. Upamecano. Griezmann out again. Out on the wing, Hernandez clips it in. Otamendi tried clearing it, and it actually skewed off his leg and went into the Argentina bleachers instead. Out for a corner kick. Not the best clearance there. Fortunate for Argentina, though, not in for an own goal. Nonetheless, a chance here for France to cut the lead in half and definitely put this game in an interesting position. Griezmann whips this one into the box. Colomboane's header goes off target, not touched off Argentina despite his pleas, and it goes out for another Emiliano Martinez goal kick. It is rumored, I saw this yesterday when I was doing prep for this match, that Emiliano Martinez is the Golden Glove winner for this World Cup, and it's quite an achievement for him overall as well in terms of how the World Cup rankings have gone, and especially for Martinez winning that award as well. So, as an official award, the Golden Glove that is, which dates back to 1994, the winner of the award has played in the World Cup final every year since 1994 and 2018. Both of those years, a Belgian goalkeeper won it. And whenever that happens, of course, Belgium won it in those 2 years. In those five finals, or those five World Cups in which the goalkeeper played in the World Spectacle's greatest game, four of those goalkeepers were World Cup champions, interestingly enough. Quite an achievement. I mean, of course, Thibaut Courtois with Belgium in 2018. That one, of course, going towards Belgium. But other than that, Manuel Neuer in 2004, after that, looked pretty good from there on out. Nonetheless, France tried getting on the attack there. Out on the wing now. Hernandez, cleared away by Romero. Again, hasn't tested the guys so much overall. So since it's become an official award, as I said earlier, it's also always gone to Europe, interestingly enough. If you're wondering, that only time in which the loser of a World Cup final won a Golden Glove, that is a goalkeeper, you have to go back to Oliver Kahn in Germany. Actually won the Golden Ball in that World Cup as well. This one played through trying to find, I couldn't tell who it was, but either way, goes back towards Lloris. 70th minute of play, and France's hopes of a comeback, a monumental one, at the greatest stage in world sport, is coming to a close very soon. Again, you call it the World Cup for a reason. The entire world tunes in. It was actually estimated about 4 million, or I don't know, it's either 4 million or 4 billion people. Probably 4 billion, I would guess, because about 100 million people tune in for the Super Bowl. But about 4 billion people tuning in for this World Cup final. That's insane to think about. Nonetheless, chance here for Mbappe, and he just sails it over. Frustration raining on his face, and again, shows there as the shot just sails high. Again, just trying to get any chance on the ball he can get, Kylian Mbappe. Unable to do it there. Third and fourth changes of the night for France coming up. Theo Hernandez and Antoine Griezmann will head off. Coming in, we'll see some more changes and more familiar faces, as we'll see Eduardo Camavinga head on for Hernandez, and then also coming in for Griezmann will be Kingsley Coman, two guys that have won a Champions League in the past few years. Coman with Bayern Munich in 2020 and Camavinga with Real Madrid in 2022. It was actually rumored that Camavinga would not make the squad, which actually enraged a lot of people by France and then also Real Madrid fans as well for this World Cup. But luckily he was on the squad. Deschamps included him in that spot. Acuna out towards McAllister, the Brighton Hove Albion man. Trying to put Coman and Koundé on a swivel. Gets it out towards Messi in some space. Messi again, lightly dribbles. Now we'll turn on the Jets. Messi out towards Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez's shot right towards Hugo Lloris. And how about the dancing too? And Fernandez actually popped a curler, had his first ever national goal at the stadium against Mexico. That too. not too far long ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks and a day ago, in fact. First ever goal at Lusail Stadium, first ever goal at the national level, too. Ever since then, he hasn't scored. But either way, so far, so good for Fernandez, who could be up for best young player of this tournament. So it could be the case also for Julian Alvarez. I think for the best young player of this award, you have to be born after January 1st of 2001. So I think in that regards, I don't know if Alvarez would qualify. He was born January 31st of 2000. So in that regards, I don't know if he would qualify for best young player. Now, if the Denmark was January 1st, 2000, yes, he would. But I don't know. Either way, not bad overall for Julian Alvarez. Came into this World Cup with only a few goals under his belt. Now with 7 goals overall. Koundé, Coman lets it go out. Going to be a throw in for the French. Back with Rabiot, back with Coman. And we're now in the 74th minute. So 17 minutes plus stoppage time as the clock continues to not be in France's favor. Upamecano picked off there by Otamendi. Collision there in the middle, and it's going to go in favor of Argentina. Duchameni was the one going forward and trying to stop the attack from Argentina. Cristian Romero, the man taken down. It's good contact there as Romero got the last touch on the ball, passed it away to draw it, and Duchameni was instead catching legs rather than catching ball. Again, everybody kind of waiting in the wings. I mean, obviously, Argentina a lot more excited. Obviously, I think knowing the situation at hand and knowing how the Netherlands game ended out, a little wary compared to how they were, at least at the end of the first half, where they were chanting. You got the rally towels going, absolute electric on that side of the field. Now it's been a little more tepid, but nonetheless, still trying to bring the electricity. Meanwhile, Mbappe with an electric run, but again, cut out there by Romero. Again, a lot of these guys, including Romero, did not play in the match against these side in round of 16. Meanwhile, Alvarez tries to get around Upamecano. Alvarez still going, still cutting, and now he'll cut back on the ball. And this one tried being crossed into the middle, picked off by Coman. 75th minute, Coman sending Alvarez to the ground, breaking his ankles. How about that? Now it's Varane. And he couldn't pass it out there towards Koundé. So now I think the Argentina crowd might get a little more excited overall as this match continues to draw towards a close. No goals in the second half. Lionel Messi broke the deadlock in the 24th from the penalty spot, and then Angel Di Maria scored another one in the 36th minute. That's now his second goal he has scored for Argentina in a major final. That's pretty good for him as well. Again, I mean, a lot of interesting finals overall. This being Lionel Messi's 6th overall final. Again, a lot of chances overall. His first coming in 2007 in the Copa America final. Lost to Brazil 3-0 in that one. 2015, lost to Chile on penalty kicks 4-1 in the shootout. It was tied 0-0 as it began. Copa America Centenario in the United States, also 0-0 at the end of 120 minutes. Chile won 4-2 on penalty kicks. So overall, Di Maria in the past decade has scored the most goals for Argentina in major tournament finals. So kudos to him. Meanwhile, man's down for Argentina. It's going to be De Paul again, who's been down for a while, a lot in this second half. Again, I mean, you think about it, Argentina's only made one change in this match, and it was Di Maria off for Acuna. If you want, you could put De Paul out and maybe bring in Lisandro Martinez for some more defensive assurance in the back. Lisandro Martinez, the Manchester United man, playing center back. You could also bring in Leandro Paredes, who has been the holding midfielder. He and Fernandez have kind of been splitting carries in that regards throughout this World Cup. McAllister, Fernandez, out with Messi. Messi playing it through. Here's DePaul now going end line. DePaul caught by Lloris upon his cross. Again, a lot of chances, and Lloris waiting no time to send this back towards Argentina territory. Thuram and Coman were the men involved there. Neither one could get ahead to it. Here's McAllister going forward. France, it seems like, save for two guys, I mean, have put almost everybody behind the ball and have issued now a counterattack. Argentina doing a good job keeping possession here. Averaged about 58% of the possession going into this match today. That's the most amongst, at least that's better than France, who averaged 52 going into today. Again, you look at it from both sides, a lot of this for this federation and how the World Cup in general, this is kind of me being on my pedestal, but the World Cup in general gives so many guys a chance to be at a bigger club. Obviously, most of Argentina is not in Argentina. They're out in Europe getting these reps. As here comes Colomboani. Good turn here as Otamendi takes him down in the box. Penalty now for France. And Otamendi, the culprit there, Randall Colomboani, tried taking the turn there off the left, and Otamendi stuck out a leg. And similar to Di Maria, Colomboani sees the contact, goes down. Now a chance for France to potentially cut the lead in half here in the 79th minute of play. So now the question is, who takes it? Antoine Griezmann is off. Olivier Giroud is off. It looks like it's going to be Kylian Mbappe standing over the ball. We saw Lionel Messi get his sixth goal of his World Cup today. Mbappe could get his sixth here. Important one for France, too. They have not faced a penalty shootout. Going into today, they were one of the 18 teams that had not kicked a penalty in this World Cup. Nonetheless, Kylian Mbappe stands over the ball, and he'll walk back. Going up against Emiliano Martinez, 80th minute of play. This to cut the lead in half. Mbappe puts it away in the lower left corner, just out of reach of Emi Martinez, who dove the right way. French President Emmanuel Macron on his feet. Game on here at Lusail Stadium. Overall, too, I mean, I think Martinez got a touch to it as well, but again, didn't dive directly to the left. It was a lower left corner shot by Mbappe. So with that, a chance to potentially equalize the match. Now it gets interesting, folks. 2-1, Argentina leads, and now not only are they looking for a cherry on top, they're looking to protect the lead as well. Now Deschamps and crew have really been animate. You've got a lot of the assistant coaches taking their coats off, giving some directions. Deschamps has even walked out of the penalty box, or the coach's box rather, to talk to the fourth official. Camavinga out with Upamecano. Upamecano now going forward. He's going to clip this all the way up, looking for Colomboani. He's not going to get it. Camavinga plays it back, looking for Rabiot, picked off here by Messi. Again, it will be interesting to see how Scaloni and crew handle these next 10 minutes at the world's greatest stage. A chance to potentially get the World Cup back to South America and back to Argentina. On the other side, maybe getting something going. Mbappe shot, and it's in the net! Goal for France! Just a minute after he gets a penalty past Martinez. It is now 2-0 here at Lusail Stadium. The French, Les Bleus, have come storming back here in the 82nd minute. It is Argentina 2, France 2. Holy smokes, what have we just witnessed? And now the tide has officially turned. It might be the haunt of World Cup past for Lionel Messi and crew. Of course, we're up 2-1 against this French side back in 2018. only for them to score 3 unanswered goals. And the Symphony of the French continue today. It was a good one there. Good finish, too, by Mbappe. As it stands right now, he's got the golden boot, too, with 7 goals. And it was Coman, too, able to win it back off of Lionel Messi. That caused the change. Great finish. And once again, Martinez got a hand to it, but not enough to parry it away. Deschamps is fired up. France is fired up. I don't think a team has ever come back from being down 2-0 in a World Cup final. I can check that. But I swear, I don't think that has ever happened in a World Cup final where someone has come down from that to win it. I don't think it has ever happened in history. Again, I can always check, but I don't think so. So now, back to square one. Can you believe that? It's been a tale of two halves so far, and ever since Argentina had a flurry, it's now France who has put up the flurry. Kylian Mbappe from the spot in the 80th minute, and then in the 81st minute, just about a minute later, scores the second. Alvarez and chested down. What can Argentina do? De Paul, now to Alvarez. Alvarez lost it there, looking for Tagliafico. Out towards Acuna. Acuna now, dancing on the ball against Coman. Acuna now plays it towards the middle. Fernandez takes a shot. That's blocked. Romero pipped up there, I believe by De Paul, headed back by Camavinga. Otamendi goes forward to leave it off, back with France. Rabiot tried clipping it towards Mbappe. That's one's blocked by Molina. One back here by Thuram on the left. Romero, not Romario. Fernandez, Alvarez, maybe a chance here. Messi lost the ball again. And here comes France. Marcus Thuram going forward. Thuram still going, lays it off for Mbappe on the left. Mbappe into the box. Kolo Muani couldn't get ahead to it. Just out of reach for the Eintracht Frankfurt man. 85th minute of play, and boy, oh boy, is this going to come down to the wire. I said this before I went on. Whatever happens, we are going to remember this match for a long time. Rightfully so, after that man there, Kylian Mbappe, with 2 goals to get it back. That makes him now the first player since Ronaldo back in 2002 to score a brace in a World Cup final. Now just on a hat trick too, 1 goal, and he now ties Jeffrey Hurst for the only man to ever put up a hat trick in the World Cup final. Free kick for France as Tchouaméni went down. Now, if you're wondering, I'm just looking back in the history books. The last time Argentina did win the World Cup final, back in 1986 with Diego Maradona, they were up 2-0 late in the second half before West Germany scored one with Karl-Heinz Rummenigge in the 74th minute and then Rudi Voller in the 82nd to tie it. Just 3 minutes after, Jorge Burchaga scored the game winner to make it 3-2 in favor of Argentina. As I said before, whenever Argentina has scored at most 2 goals in a World Cup final, they have lost. Whenever they've scored 3, they've won. So whatever happens, whichever happens for both sides. Same goes for France as well. Beat Brazil 3-0 on home turf and then ended up beating Croatia 4-2. So same goes for them. Whenever they've scored at least 3 goals in a final, they have won. Kolo Muani goes down, free kick for the French. Les Bleus with most of the momentum in this one. Folks, I think this is the reason why you wear a suit and tie, or well, not a suit and tie, but a shirt and tie for this one. Mbappe clips this one into the box, headed up and away by McAllister. What a comeback this would be for France. What a finish it would be for Argentina. Kolo Muani, or Thuram rather, goes down. No foul called. And it's actually going to be a yellow card for Thuram. Yellow cards all around, it seems like. This guy's turning into Oprah all of a sudden. So Marcus Thuram given the yellow card here for simulation, I believe. Of course, Kolomoani went down like that in the second half. Let's take a look at this. Fernandez took a swing at the ball and didn't get a touch on it. Thuram has all right to beg it. That looks probably as visible as some of the calls I've seen for the penalties earlier today. Of course, Lionel Messi converted one for Argentina. Kylian Mbappe did for France. I don't know. That, in my opinion, that's a missed call there. Call it what you want. Play me the fifth, but that's a missed call in my opinion. Little collision there in the attacking third for Argentina. Rabiot, and it looks like Alvarez down there, both of them holding their heads, making sure both of them check for a concussion. All right. Thriller of a World Cup calls for some more research. When was the last time someone scored in stoppage time of a World Cup final? Anybody know? I don't know. I don't even know. When was the last time someone scored in the final stoppage time of a World Cup final? Again, to my knowledge, I don't know. But there have been some close ones. Of course, West Germany, Argentina, Brema with the penalty in the 85th minute. In many people's opinion, probably the most boring World Cup final of all time. But wow, oh wow. We're either going to see this or this one goes to extra time. Interestingly enough, when Argentina won their first ever World Cup, it was in extra time. France, of course, in the World Cup final, 2006. Many of these guys remember with Zinedine Zidane's headbutt, ended up losing that match on penalty kicks. Still looking. When was the last time someone scored in stoppage time of a World Cup final? That's what you call a project right here in the moment. That's what I'm doing right here. Pretty cool overall, if you ask me. Of course, we've seen a few overall, I'll tell you that. A few extra time goals as well. Obviously, 1978, 1966. The crowd's going crazy. 90th minute of play. We got 1 minute of stoppage time left. Latest goal in regulation was Pelé with Brazil. Brazil ended up winning 5-2 against Sweden. Again, what heartbreak this would be. Nonetheless, another collision and another free kick for France. Marcus Thuram going out about 20 yards away from box. So now it really becomes interesting. Either way, I don't think there was a foul called. Nonetheless, here comes France again. This one clipped towards Coman on the back post. Koundé has to track back to get it. Ref, the fourth official, has shown 8 minutes. You heard me right. 8 minutes of stoppage time in this World Cup final. We have yet to decide a winner. If it's still tied, we head to extra time. If not, that player will probably never have to buy a drink in his life again. This one flicked out by Thuram. And again, another foul called. Might have been offside, and indeed it was. So, still here doing my research. I don't think anybody has ever scored in the stoppage time of a World Cup final. That is a fact. That's crazy. Yeah, nobody has. Pelé in the 90th minute was the latest goal in a World Cup final. That is in regulation. Chance here for Argentina, maybe to get something. Here's Alvarez giving some chase, not enough. Goal kick, or Tagliafico rather. Got Acuna and Tagliafico, one kind of playing your left mid, one playing right mid in this World Cup. A lot of matches have gone to extra time. None of them scored in stoppage time. There's Angel Di Maria. For a while, it looked like that was going to be the decider, but France, Kylian Mbappe, that is in France, stormed back, made it 2-2. Thuram, dashing on the ball, lost it there. Now a free kick for France, going the other way. So once again, about 35 yards out, I'm going to get a chance to sip some water. I don't know how much chance I'll get in these next few minutes. Two minutes through this extra time period, about 6 minutes left. Mbappe standing over the ball, Messi in the wall. Something they might have done in PSG, but now it's on the biggest stage in the world. Mbappe runs up, sends it into the box, headed away. Good work there by Fernandez, I believe. Acuna will send this up. Out of play. Was it deflected? I think it was. So throw in for Argentina. I'll say this again. I mean, you think about it. Got the shirt and tie on. This is not a clip-on tie. This is actually like a real tie. I got the whole tie on. I got dress pants on. I got everything. This is why you do what you got to do. This is why you love the game of soccer. DePaul goes down, back with Mbappe and crew. Mbappe up against Fernandez. Mbappe cutting inside. Mbappe takes a shot off target. Was it deflected? No signal yet. And now I think they will say it was. And yes, indeed, Otamendi pairing it over the bar. So now about 4.5 minutes left. Both teams now with 3 corners overall in this match. Coman sends this one into the box, punched by Emi Martinez. Only as far as Tuchameni. Camavinga. Out now on the wing. Here's Coman. Around the defender. Coman cuts inside, goes down. Still going. Shot by Rabiot. Saved. Rebound up for grabs. Another one by Emi Martinez. Kolo Muani tried getting the rebound, but he couldn't. Either way, a lot to look at. Coman just going down at the edge of the box. Rabiot with the shot. And again, another good save. And actually, it might have been Romero just tapping it back. It wasn't intentional, so it's not going to be a free kick. But either way, here comes Messi and Argentina. Cut out by Camavinga. Throw in for La Biceste. So now the ref is walking over. Let's see what he's doing. I think he's going to give a yellow card over to the bench now. Might be over to Deschamps and crew. And now he'll usher his victim forward. And looks like it might be Olivier Giroud who's going to be getting the yellow card. I don't know what that was for, but either way, we didn't see it. So yellow card for Olivier Giroud currently on the bench. Either way, thanks for tuning in. We got about 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left before the final whistle for regulation blows. If it's still tied, on to extra time. Here's Mbappe now going forward. Mbappe trying to clip it to the middle. Here's Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani now in the clear, cut away by Fernandez. Only as far as Mbappe. Still there. Still in the box. Otamendi's trying to clear. Kolo Muani goes down. Ref says get up. 3 minutes left to go in stoppage time. Fernandez now with Messi. What can Messi do? Tired legs? Heavy legs for sure. Now what can Messi do as well? He's probably going to be playing the full 120 as it's out towards Acuna. Acuna now cutting inside. What can he do? Gives it out. Tagliafico on the left. Tagliafico into the middle. And it's cut away there. Alvarez was probably his main target. Actually, it was McAllister. Crunching tackle there as Rabiot goes down. Free kick for the French. Now 2 minutes left to go in stoppage time. Varane. Tuchameni. Back towards Lloris. And Lloris will pip this forward. Thuram scored in the middle. Now with McAllister. Oh boy, is this going to be an ending we're going to be remembering for a long time. I got goosebumps and I love it. Alvarez now on the left. Into the middle. DePaul. Out now with Messi. Messi cutting inside. Messi shot saved by Lloris. A rifle there from the number 10, and Hugo Lloris with an absolute spectacular save to parry it over the bar. Of course, it felt like he was going to have a chance at a crack, and again, denied. How would that be for a storybook ending? Either way, did not happen on that play. So another corner kick. Another chance here for Argentina. Messi walking over to take it. About a minute left in this one. Once again, all eyes on Lionel Messi to take the corner kick. Less than a minute to go before we reach the 8-minute mark in stoppage time. Whips this one into the box. That one headed away. Now here comes France in the counter. Good stop there by Acuna on Coman. And with that, he's going to be called for the yellow card. First one of the day. It's going to be the second one overall for Argentina. Again, that's actually a good tackle. Otherwise, it probably would have been in the clear overall for France. Kuchameni, Koundé. Koundé now to Coman on the right. What can he do? Coman now dancing on the ball. Coman still goes. Coman crosses it in, cleared away. Little bounce around. Little chance here, poked away by Fernandez out towards Messi. Messi now pips it forward, looking for Julian Alvarez. Could be dangerous as Koundé and crew come back for France. Alvarez now, edge of the box. What does he do? Pips it to the middle. Messi now brings it down. Messi pips it out. Good chance here for DePaul. He can't get up. Messi shielded off the ball as it's headed away from the box. And with that, 90 minutes are up here at Lusail Stadium. We are on to extra time. Lionel Messi started the scoring in the 24th minute with a penalty kick goal before Di Maria made it 2-0 at halftime. Ever since then, it has been the Kylian Mbappe show on the score sheet. 80th minute from the penalty spot, and then the 81st minute, just a minute or two after, knots the game up at 2. I'll take a quick break, and then I'll be back for extra time of this 2022 World Cup right after this. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's what the World Cup final is all about. In a match like this where you have arguably the greatest player of all time and team going up against the reigning champs, maybe some of you guys might have had a gut feeling this is going to head to extra time. And indeed, at the end of 90 minutes, it is tied up at 2 apiece. I'm Hirson Hassan. Thanks for tuning in on this Sunday morning, now becoming afternoon here in Cincinnati. What a game. What a game overall. The Golden Boot winners have come out as well. Lionel Messi with the goal, Kylian Mbappe with 2. Change here is Nahuel Molina will head off for Argentina. That I think is your only change during extra time. Again, what a game overall. So Molina heading off, Gonzalo Montiel will head in for Argentina. You think about it too, in the World Cup finals overall, this is now the 4th World Cup final in the past 5, including this final, that has now gone to extra time. So 2018, believe it or not, kind of an anomaly. It's fun to think about it because 2006 went there. Italy beat France on penalty kicks. That was in Germany. 2010 in South Africa, Spain beat Netherlands 1-0. 2014, Germany beat Argentina. So both of these two teams have fallen victim in the latter stages of a World Cup final that they ended up losing. Argentina, though, has also been on the winning side of an extra time battle, that being against Netherlands in 1978. That final, Argentina won 3-1 on home turf. The fans, most of them not going to the stands, not going to get concessions. They're still in their seats, rightfully so. 30 minutes to potentially decide who wins the World Cup, who gets the number 1 ranking in FIFA, and who overall will get their legacy built in football history. Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, staring themselves right now. Those two have been the stars throughout the match. They've been the stars throughout this World Cup. Upon waiting the ref's whistle, Argentina and France back underway for extra time. Again, if you're just tuning in, we've got 30 minutes of extra time, 15 minutes periods, that is. So we'll have 2 periods of 15 minutes. After that, we'll have a little intermission. Coaches will get to talk to their players. After that, we continue. Both periods will be played. So in the occasion one of these two teams were to score and be up at the intermission period, the match would not be over. We would still go on for the second part. Again, Argentina have been in close matchups throughout this World Cup, beat Netherlands on penalties, France as well. It's been a little bit more of a little tussle per se. Their only result in this World Cup with 1 goal, at least at most 1 goal, that is, was against England and then against Denmark. That's it. Everything else, not much. And that too, both of those matches decided in regulation. Out now with Marcos Acuna on the left. The question becomes, I think, for both sides. I think both of these teams want to play for penalties, but it just seems like with the energy, do both teams kind of play a little more moderate and try to get something going? That is, try to play for penalties potentially. Montiel draws the free kick here. Thuram's trying to play keep away, and Montiel's trying to get the ball back. So a little more shenanigans from both of those players. 92nd minute. We're just about 90 seconds into this extra time period. Enzo Fernandez, Montiel, now to Messi. On the right, Messi out to DePaul. Might see Messi cutting inside. Could see some other changes. As Fernandez clips this out towards Acuna on the left. Acuna swings it into the box. Alvarez couldn't get there. Dangerous one. Shot taken, and it just skips wide. McAllister with the dribbler that might have been doubled with a laser there, knowing how fast that ball was coming. And, oh boy, lots and lots of chances. It will be fun to, I'll tell you this, it will be fun to dissect and put like the TikToks and social media stuff together, because what a game this is going to end up being, whether this be a penalty kick or a game-winning goal. I mean, like I said, somebody is either going to be feeling shame for the rest of his life, or they're going to never have to pay for a drink again in their home country. Here's McAllister. McAllister now to DePaul, middle of the pitch, hurtling forward, now to Messi. A little slip there by Camavinga. Messi, though, keeps with the ball, and Camavinga able to regain his footing and the ball, and in turn also draws a free kick. And Messi too. I mean, the thing about it, he's got to be the engine of this game. It felt like in that World Cup final back in 2014, he had the chances, but again, the offense didn't run through him. Had a lot of different pieces. Of course, Gonzalo Higuain having a big miss in regulation that I think kind of one of the impeti, whatever you call it, that caused Argentina to lose that one. Of course, Super Mario Götze played heroics for Germany, ended up scoring, I believe, in the 113th or 114th minute to give Germany the lead 1-0. Thuram couldn't find Mbappe there off the header bounce. Clip back towards Dayo Upamecano. Aurelien Tchouameni, Eduardo Camavinga now. Adrien Rabiot. Rabiot finds some space, will take it himself, tries to kind of shield it off there. Randall Kolo Muani doing so, but couldn't get it back. He gets the ball back here. No foul called, says the ref, as DePaul went down. Back with Julian Alvarez. Nicolas Otamendi. Otamendi now. This one goes back towards goal. Emiliano Martinez. On the ball. Clips it forward. Back towards French territory. Jules Koundé gets a head to it. Goes down. And that's going to be a free kick. French. Marcos Acuna called for the foul there. Looks like we'll see a change for France. Adrien Rabiot will be heading off. Heading on in his spot will be a common side, will be Yusuf Fofana, who actually started for Rabiot in the match against Morocco. Fofana was one of the guys out there in place of Rabiot. Of course, Rabiot was down with the illness at the time. Camavinga went down, free kick for France. We're starting to see this a lot, but France has started to regain most of the momentum, getting most of the possession for sure in this one. Here's Fofana with his first touches of the match. Again, I don't think neither one of these two coaches are playing for penalties, but both coaches are being cautious, just knowing how the other team has been on the counterattack. Upamecano plays it through. Good ball through for Mbappe. Crunching tackle, and now the offside flag will go up. We're seeing some late calls here on offside and stuff. And now we're seeing Mbappe down, holding his hamstring, so it might be a cramp. Getting some decent weather in Doha. Currently in the 70s, so much better than some other ones here. Again, it looked like Romero, the one going in on Mbappe. Here's DePaul. DePaul out towards Otamendi. Tagliafico. Back with Otamendi. Back with Fernandez. And the process continues again. DePaul. Some space. Now with Messi. Out with Alvarez. Or rather, with McAllister. Out with Acuna on the left. Acuna whips us into the box. Alvarez couldn't get a head to it. DePaul was waiting for it back post. Messi controls. DePaul whips it in back post. Too far for McAllister. Too far for Acuna. Goal kick, France. 98th minute of play, about halfway through this first half of extra time. So about a quarter of the way through extra time in total. Still 2-2 between Argentina and France. We'll see Rabiot getting some hugs and high fives from some of his teammates as well. Good shift he's put up in this World Cup. Of course, playing in for Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante, who both suffered injuries before. I mean, had they not, they probably would be starting in today's match. Acuna goes down, back with Coman. Coman into the box. That one headed up by Romero. Caught out by Martinez. Might have been out, but the ball wasn't at the very least. Again, we had that talk earlier in the game. It seems like the ball's still in play. Doesn't matter if the player's out. Ball's still in play, still counts. Here's Romero back in the defensive half for Argentina, who have not put up many chances. Lionel Messi had a good chance about 2 minutes or so left in stoppage time, but Hugo Lloris with a great save to parry it over the bar. Back with Kolo Muani now. On the left, he'll cut back in some space, edge of the box, now into the box. He's taken down, no foul called. And a good nip there by Romero to poke it away. Romero and Otamendi both. Back with Camavinga. Tuchameni. Now with Mbappe. Mbappe, the nifty turn. Some space as well. He still goes on the ball, now going to the end line. Mbappe now cuts inside. That one clipped away. Good work there by the Argentines. Alvarez up against Fofana. Alvarez goes down. No foul called yet. And now Argentina wants something. Now the foul will be whistled. And it's going to be a free kick for France, as Fofana was the one being held. So either way, the Argentinian fans that are right now in that corner, not happy with the call overall. Fofana the one going down. Montiel called for the foul, and Fofana trying to hype up the French crowd. Of course, not on that side of the pitch, but overall. Kingsley Coman to take the free kick. This one about 25 yards out, deep on the left flank. Could be whipped in direct, but most likely would be indirect. Here's Coman. Whips this one into the box. Indirect. Goes out. Only as far as Fofana. His shot deflected away. Chance here for France. Messi will chest it out for another chance for France. This time a corner kick. 100 minutes through this match now. So about 5 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time left in this first period of extra time. So chance here for Coman. Going to whip this in, headed away. Good work there by Argentina. Once out again for Fofana. Koundé headed up and headed away in that regards. It's Messi caught up there. And it's actually now going to be a free kick for France. Am I hearing this right? He was pointing towards there. Either way, I don't know. That's some interesting signs. And now I think the flag may have gone up for offside. That may be the impetus there. So no foul on Messi, no foul on France. That's what's going to be it. A couple changes coming for Argentina. Lautaro Martinez and Leandro Paredes getting ready to check in. I wonder who will be coming out. Might be DePaul, but it could also be Enzo Fernandez. Could be also a penalty change as well. Martinez made his penalty against Netherlands to send Argentina to the semifinals, although Fernandez missed his. Kolo Muani skips through, and the foul, or pardon me, there is no foul. Now there is a foul, but it's McAllister being pushed by Kolo Muani. So now some changes coming, and it's going to be what I imagine. Rodrigo DePaul will be heading off. What a shift he's put up today. Being physical, definitely in the middle. Julian Alvarez will also be heading off. So Lautaro Martinez will check in for Julian Alvarez, and DePaul will head out for Leandro Paredes. So change there, kind of beneficial for Argentina also on the penalty kicks as well. This is what we saw in the match against Netherlands. Alvarez coming out, Lautaro Martinez now in. Now about 3 minutes plus stoppage time left in this first period. Here's Nicolás Otamendi, Cristian Romero, Enzo Fernandez, Gonzalo Montiel, picked off there by Youssouf Fofana. Fofana clipping this forward, looking for Coman, caught there by the man himself, Emiliano Martinez. So you got Emiliano in goal, and you got Lautaro up top with Messi. Actually, Lautaro will probably be playing your number 9 spot. Fun fact, actually, with Martinez being an Inter Milan player, this is now the case with every World Cup. 2022 is no different, but now every World Cup since 1982, there has been at least one Bayern Munich player and one Inter Milan player in the final. Of course, for Bayern Munich, a lot of players out there, including Kingsley Coman, tracking the ball down from Alexis McAllister here. Coman being one of the guys. You also got Hernandez, too. I think Lucas Hernandez. I don't know about Teo. But either way, Teo plays with AC Milan. Lucas Hernandez, who started at left back in the last World Cup, he's there. Meanwhile, Messi, chance on the ball. Chance here, sails over. It's Acuna, rather. And again, a chance for Argentina nonetheless. Try to get something on the counter, too. It seems like France has maintained majority of this possession in this period of extra time. So now Hugo Lloris to send this up pitch. This one headed up. Now it's Lautaro. Lautaro able to cut away from the ball. It's Enzo Fernandez now. He'll be playing a little higher up with Paredes playing your holding midfielder position. McAllister back with Messi. Messi in some space. Messi plays with McAllister. McAllister back to Messi. Lautaro in the clear. Shot blocked. Good work there. Montiel, flying kick. And that one's headed up and away. Upamecano there. And again, another good sequence for Argentina. Lautaro could have taken that first time, honestly. And then Montiel with probably would have been the craziest goal in the history of World Cup with this flying kick. Just not getting enough pace on it. Varane to head it up and away. So now we are 105 minutes through this match. Little stoppage time. 1 minute coming up in the stoppage time period of extra time. Messi now to swing this one in. Going into the box. Too far. Enzo Fernandez, the closest one there. Luciameni with the shield. And Fernandez will just tap it out for France throw-in. Camavinga. Pamecano. Now to Varane. Back here with Fofana. Out with Koundé on the right. Tried to keep it in play, and he did. Deflected off of Acuna to Coman. Acuna wins it back, playing it through. Here's Lautaro in the clear, and he just skips it wide. Big chance there for Lautaro Martinez. He's trying to argue that it was last touched off a French player. Either way, another golden opportunity, and Argentina cannot convert. He's trying to argue that Upamecano got the last touch to it. Either way, we're now a minute past the stoppage time period. And now it is halftime of extra time. No goals so far. A lot of chances, though, nonetheless. A couple coming with Lautaro Martinez, fresh off checking in to this one. So once again, it remains. I'll take a quick break, and then I'll be back for the second half of extra time right here on YouTube. Back for half number 2 of this extra time. Not much of a run up there. So players are back underway. Argentina now going from right to left. France going from left to right. La Biceste against Les Bleus. Again, lots and lots of legacies to be built in this one. Argentina wins, and Lionel Messi walks away from the World Cup with a title. Lost in 2014 as he finally gets it. For France, they would become the first team since Pelé, speaking of GOATs, since 1958 and 62 to get it. Meanwhile, chance here for Argentina as the cross sailed in, goes a little too far for both Lautaro and Acuna. That one sent in by Montiel. And Lionel Scaloni led this team to a final in 2021 in which they beat Brazil. As look at some French players, Paul Pogba up in the suites watching this, of course, injured, so he couldn't be part of this World Cup. Injured and replaced, I should say. So it's not in the case of Karim Benzema where he could come back because, he was not replaced in the squad. So now towards Tagliafico on the left. Now with Otamendi. Romero. Whatever happens, God bless the World Cup. Greatest sporting event in the world. Enzo Fernandez plays through. Chance here. Lloris just has to parry it away. Montiel, the one making the run forward. Now Montiel with the throw. Obviously a lot of options. Lautaro Martinez included. Lionel Messi also one of the guys. What a moment it would be here for him to score a game winner. Here's Messi's shot. And this one parried away. Still in play though. As it was Enzo Fernandez going down, ref says, get up. Speak of Messi, there he is. And again, a chance to potentially give Argentina a go-ahead, and Hugo Lloris denies him once again. That was a case in stoppage time, too. So now 108th minute of play here from Lusail Stadium in Qatar. Of course, hosted a lot of matches here. They hosted, I think, every in the round of 16 and stuff. So this, I think, is their 9th or 10th match today at Lusail Stadium. Pitch still looking pretty nice overall. Great to see that. Paredes pips it up. Here's Montiel. Montiel clips it forward. It's going to be Martinez. Now to Messi. Enzo Fernandez. Lautaro in the clear. Lautaro shot saved. Rebound. Did it go in? Did it go? I don't know. Messi took a shot, and now they're going to give the goal. Are they? Will they give the goal? Yes, they did. Goal for Argentina. Lionel Messi puts it in the back of the net. 109th minute. The GOAT graces on the grass. And if it stands, Argentina is prancing in the meadow. La Biceste 3, Les Bleus 2. What a goal and what a finish by Lionel Messi. Dribbling right in the middle, almost there. What a way to send it off. Let's take a look at this. What a build-up to Moonball in the middle. Messi was a Fernandez too. The question is, was Lautaro Martinez offside? No, he wasn't. It was saved, and again, rebound. Messi got the shot. It was cleared away by Upamecano, but not before it crossed the goal line. Who else but the man himself, Lionel Messi. 110th minute, and the goal stands. Absolute scenes from Lusail Stadium. Fist pumping to the crowd, fist pumping to his family up in the suites. And now, La Biceste is living la vida loca. The Argentina fans are at their absolute loudest right now. Lionel Messi with his 98th goal for Argentina, his brace today. So more history if you want to look at it, but he also joins Ronaldo and that too, Mbappe with the brace, and also too retakes the lead in the Golden Boot race with Kylian, Di Maria, and De Paul on the bench, hands to mouth. many cases, the superstar for most of Argentina, a savior, delivers at the death from the depths in the biggest moment possible for their side. Back towards Emiliano Martinez, out for a goal kick. 10 minutes left. Let's take a look at this. They're, I think, showing this camera angle just to see offside, and Lautaro Martinez was indeed onside. And now the crowd is going crazy. It is officially a tale of two sides. Sergio Aguero, who's actually been going around Qatar posting some stuff on social media, actually, he's up in the stands enjoying himself as well. So 10 minutes, and once again, France finds himself in a hole, needing a goal to keep their repeat hopes alive. What a match. What a spectacle. It's what you want to see out of a game that is called the World Cup for a reason. God bless this very tournament. Upamecano heads it back towards Lloris. 112th minute of play. Here's Fofana. Mbappe couldn't get a touch on it. Now with McAllister. This one pipped out for Acuna on the left. Acuna. Now with Lautaro Martinez trying to get a turn off Varane. He's not going to do so. Varane clears it out, thrown for Argentina right in the corner flag. And you can tell the energy is there. 8 minutes left. Varane's just got hands on his knees right now. I think he might be injured. He needs some treatment. We're going to see a change here. So that's going to be the end of Varane's day. Ibrahima Konate, one of the other guys that was out. Varane actually was out with an illness going into today, but able to play. I think it was the same virus that Rabiot and Upamecano had that kept him out for Wednesday's match. Konate is now in the game. And now, Argentina, with the crowd behind him, as has been the case throughout this World Cup, tries to play keep away. Molina, now to Lautaro Martinez. Back out towards Acuna in the corner. Acuna, good dancing moves. One back by Coman, one back again by Acuna. Still in the corner we go. Argentina wasted about maybe 30 to 45 seconds there as Acuna will send it back towards Lloris. French goal kick. Again, about 7 minutes plus stoppage time remaining before the whistle will blow for the end of extra time. Can France get an equalizer? Camavinga goes forward. He goes down. Free kick for the French. Ref's got his yellow card out. Fights ensue. $114th minute of play. Ref still has not given the yellow card out, and now he will give it towards Paredes. So again, as I said earlier, Argentina, whenever they've scored at least 3 goals in a World Cup final, have won it. Whenever they haven't, they lost. But either way, same goes for France. So either we're going to have Bedlam or Argentina holds on. Coman goes forward. Acuna heads it away. Only as far as Fofana with Konate. Tchouaméni, a little rough pass there with a little pressure from Enzo Fernandez. Konate going forward. And Konate still going. He's actually almost playing like a forward right now. His cross blocked away. Corner kick for France. So obviously a lot of changes. I think France has used all their 6, so they are good. Argentina still has about 3 left, and they're going to be using their fourth here. Alexis McAllister, who provided the assist to the Di Maria goal, will once again check out. 115 minutes through here in this match, 5 minutes plus extra time, that is stoppage time in this extra time period to come. McAllister will head off, and heading on will be the center back himself, who made some appearances, Germán Pesea. So once again, going to kind of a 3 center back rotation, decided not to play Lisandro Martinez, who was on the bench. Coman whips this into the box, back post. Again, not the best by Upamecano. Mbappe's shot blocked. Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? I think it is. Yes, indeed it is. Leandro Paredes called for the handball there. It went off his left elbow. It's actually going to be Montiel called there. It's a little confusion, but Montiel called for the foul, and now the ball stands in the hands of Kylian Mbappe. Gonzalo Montiel with the yellow card, first of the day for him. 116 minutes through. If this game cannot get any crazier, I don't know. It seems to have an answer for every crazy effect it has. 3-2, Argentina leads against France. 117th minute, Kylian Mbappe stands at the penalty spot. And again, change of emotions. It has been swinging more than any type of amusement park ride right now. Kylian Mbappe against Emiliano Martinez. First time, Mbappe went to Martinez's right. Martinez got upon it, couldn't keep it out. What does he do this time? What a moment. What a moment. Here we go. Mbappe against Martinez. It's Mbappe, and he slots it home. Goes to the lower left corner. Martinez goes to Mbappe's lower right. Just like that, it's a tie game, and you can give Kylian Mbappe the hat trick right here in the 118th minute. Back to square one again. President Macron is loving it right now. It is 3-all here in this World Cup final. Might go down as one of the best ever to do it. Kylian Mbappe joining the likes of Pelé as the only 2 guys to score a hat trick in the World Cup final. Lionel Messi on the other side with a brace. And once again, Argentina thought they were on the cusp of victory, denied again. Could it come down to penalties to decide who wins the World Cup, or is there a chance here? Montiel crossed it in, trying to find Messi. That one flicked away. Only as far as Paredes. Still there, just gave it back, right back towards Camavinga. Cut out there by Paredes. Out again. Here's Messi in some space. Messi going forward. Messi thought about it, went down, no foul called. Now it's Lautaro. Enzo Fernandez. Out now for Acuna. Acuna, deflected cross, corner kick for Argentina. About 100 seconds or so. Actually, more like 80 seconds before stoppage time period ensues. If it is still tied, penalties from Lusail Stadium to decide who wins the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Lionel Messi standing over the ball, whips this one in, outswinger into the box, still there, nobody could get a touch. Koundé clears it away. About a minute to go now in extra time. You got 2 masterminds there, Lionel Scaloni, Didier Deschamps. Deschamps out of substitutions. Maybe Scaloni brings someone on for a penalty, potentially. Nonetheless, both teams are looking for goal number 4, which would give them official signed, sealed, delivered. Mbappe into the box, too far for Kolo Muani, just skips wide. Lucky bounce there, almost for France. And again, Kolo Muani couldn't get ahead to it, trying to leap up and get it past Martinez, but he couldn't there. 120 minutes through here at Lusail Stadium. 3 minutes of added time coming up. 3 minutes if one team were to take it in the stoppage time period. What a game we have seen so far. Kylian Mbappe with a hat trick, only joining the likes of Jeff Hurst. So actually, my apologies. It's not Pele. It's Jeff Hurst to score a hat trick in the World Cup final. Lionel Messi also with a brace. So one change here. Jules Koundé is off. Heading on will be Axel Disasi. Started the match against Tunisia. The only loss France suffered at this 2022 World Cup. Another change for Argentina, Tagliafico heads off. Paulo Dybala now in. So again, penalty-like change for La Albiceste. Dybala able to win it back. What can he do? Gets it out towards Lautaro Martinez. Cut out there by Konate. Throw in for Argentina. Maybe trying to get something here as we have about 2 minutes left in extra time period, not including stoppage time. Acuna. Now to Otamendi. Otamendi back. Pesea. Back with Otamendi. Acuna. Otamendi again. Lost the ball. He's got to get something away. So Acuna tries to dance. Coman cut him out for a while. Back with Acuna. Acuna just plays it up the pitch. Somehow finds Dybala, who couldn't find Lautaro in the process. Still, up the ball goes with Fernandez. Now with Messi. Messi clips it forward. Out towards Lautaro Martinez. Could be in the clear. He is. Saved again by Lloris. Trying for a penalty. And now the flag will go up for offside. Again, a dangerous chance. And Lautaro Martinez again, right in the clear. And again, a little shield there by Konate to potentially lead that one away. 30 to 45 seconds left in extra time. After that, penalties here from Lusail Stadium. Otamendi forward. Out to Konate. Konate pips it forward. Looking for Kolo Muani in the clear. Saved by Martinez. Great save. Big time. Big moment for the Argentinian goalkeeper. Enzo Fernandez out with Lionel Messi. What can Argentina do now? Out with Fernandez. Got Martinez in the box. Header by Lautaro. Wide. 3 minutes through, and that might have been the last chance in extra time for Lautaro to potentially give Argentina the winner. Again, how about that for Kolo Muani? Again, a great save. Emiliano Martinez. And if I hear the whistle right, I don't know if I heard it, but nonetheless, we are 3 minutes, more than 3 minutes through this stoppage time period in extra time. Lloris boots it forward. No whistle yet from the ref. Maybe another chance here for both sides. Tuchameni wins it back for France. This one pipped out to Mbappe on the wing. Mbappe controlling it. Up against Romero. Still up against Romero. Mbappe still dancing. Mbappe in the box. And eventually cleared by Dybala. Throwing for France. And Mbappe knows it. Could have finished off the match right there. The whistle has blown. And for the first time since 2006, the World Cup will be decided on penalties. Stick around, folks. I'm going to get some water. After that, a match and a moment you will never forget right here on YouTube. I said at the beginning at the top of the show, the reason why I'm wearing it is because of this match. You got a legacy. Lionel Messi and Argentina on one side, France on the other, and Kylian Mbappe, the rising star, best the current generation, best star of the next generation, going at it today. And boy, have they delivered. Mbappe with a hat trick. He now joins Jeff Hurst as the only guy to ever have a hat trick in the World Cup final. Messi too with a brace, something that has not happened since Ronaldo did it back in 2002 for Brazil. Got Argentina, you've got France. One team is going to have a legacy built in these next few penalty shootouts. The other team goes home. Again, France with a chance to make history and join Pelé and crew as only the third team to repeat as World Cup champs. Heavy is the head that holds the crown, and even in this match, down 2-0, they have been lifting it with great glory. Lionel Messi, Hugo Lloris standing over it. It's going to be on the Argentina side. We're going to have the coin toss between these two, Messi and Lloris. Messi decided the ball will be on the Argentina side of the pitch. And it's going to be Hugo Lloris and France to shoot first in the shootout. Historically, whoever goes first in a shootout tends to do better. However, we saw this in Netherlands-Argentina. Netherlands went first, and it was Argentina that won 4-3 in the shootout. Now, who knows? Hugo Lloris, Emiliano Martinez on the Argentina side of the pitch. Of course, those two will probably get the usual instructions on what to do and rather what not to do in a penalty shootout. But how about this? Going down to penalty shootouts to decide the World Cup. Already the most matches in a World Cup to go to a penalty shootout already, and it was shown by the extra time whistle. Argentina in white, France in blue, and stepping up first for France, it's Kylian Mbappe. A hat trick already, two of them from the spot. One time Martinez went to his left and then to his right. Mbappe both times have gone to Martinez's right. What does he do here? This to start off the shootout. Here's Mbappe, and he just puts it away. Again, Martinez guessed correctly, but couldn't get a paw, or at least his best paw, to the ball. You look at it historically. France lost in the World Cup final to penalties to Italy. Now, on the other side, Lionel Messi. In finals, it's been a little shaky. Missed his penalties in both the 2015 Copa America and the 2016 Copa America, which they lost to Chile on penalty kicks. This being his third in an actual penalty shootout. First time, he went to Lloris's left, and Lloris went the wrong way. What does he do here? Here he is. Lionel Messi steps up, puts it away. Stutter step there on Lloris, who had to guess the right way, and indeed he did, going to his lower right, but just slid it through as Lloris, with his tall frame, still could not save and put it away. Almost perfect placement. A little cheeky there from Argentina and Messi. So it's back with France now. Let's see who's up to take this one. Of course, Antoine Griezmann, Olivier Giroud, Ousmane Dembele, all out of this one, subbed off early. Kingsley Coman to take this penalty against Martinez. Coman steps up, saved by Martinez! He guessed the right way, and this time he will get a full paw to it. Martinez jumping up and down for joy. The Argentinian crowd behind him, and boy, is that special. Still remains 1-1 in this penalty shootout. Like I said, this is a match that will go down in history. So now taking it for Argentina, Paulo Dybala, the former Juventus man, now with Roma, of course, has been in these situations before at the club level, brought on late because of his experience. Up against Hugo Lloris, this for the lead, and he splits it right down Broadway. Again, another cheeky penalty by Argentina. Lloris dove to his left, and Dybala, like the cheeky boy he is, splits it right down the middle. Argentina 1, Argentina 2, France 1 in the shootout. Good work there by Dybala and Messi, your two veterans, two guys that were on the squad in 2018 when they lost to this French side. Now going up for France in a hole now. I mean, obviously they've been in a hole throughout this match, but now in the hole in the penalty shootout. Looks like it might be Aurelien Tchouameni if I was a betting man. And indeed it is. Aurelien Tchouameni, the Real Madrid man, going up against Emiliano Martinez. Won a Champions League earlier this year. What a kick it would be here if he were to convert. Here he is. Tchouameni runs up, takes it off the post. Big miss there for the Real Madrid man. And Argentina can see some daylight in the shootout. Again, that one will be haunting him for a while. The great youngster there. Missed it completely, not even off the post. Leandro Paredes. Now for Argentina, a chance to truly get a hold of this one. Paredes, of course, growing up in Argentina. This a chance to double their lead in the shootout. Paredes runs up, shoots it, just slides it past Lloris. Once again, going the right way, but Lloris could not go fully outstretched to get it. 3-1. Now it becomes interesting, and it all lies on the back of Emiliano Martinez for Argentina. He saves it, and Argentina are world champs for the first time since 1986. Hugo Lloris again doubting himself in the midst of the biggest shootout in his life. So now who takes it? A crucial penalty for France. Otherwise, Argentina and the World Cup is heading back to South America. Big, big kick. Probably the biggest one of his life, biggest one of this year. Randall Kolo Muani against Martinez. He runs it, takes it, splits it right down the middle. And France has some daylight in the shootout. 3-2, but nonetheless, now the pressure goes on to Argentina to potentially put this one away. A long walk up there from midfield to the 12 yards that stand between the spot and the goal. Gonzalo Montiel brought in stoppage time. Of course, sharing the duty with Nahuel Molina at right back. Up against Hugo Lloris. A make here, and Argentina are world champs. Miss or save, and we continue on. Here we go. Montiel breathes in, breathes out, steps up, takes it, puts it right in the back of the net. Argentina are champions of the world. Big moment and a big kick for Gonzalo Montiel. Final score here after it's tied 3-3 at the end of 120 minutes. Argentina wins it in penalties 4-2. The GOAT remains supreme, and Argentina prances in the meadow off the victory. Lionel Messi is the GOAT of soccer. What a moment. What a moment. God bless the World Cup. God bless the freaking World Cup, man. Nowhere else can you remind people of what it happens. The French castle remained supreme throughout this World Cup, despite their foot soldiers going down. But in the end, the Argentinian attack and the likes of Emiliano Martinez, the conversions, did it for them. The repeat is no more. And Lionel Messi, boy oh boy, how much pressure has been put on that man ever since he put on the number 10 jersey, which was for many times held by Diego Maradona. He got that trophy, and every time people said, is Messi going to win a title? Is he going to do it? Got Copa America, now got Gold Cup. Diego Maradona is rolling in his grave and smiling down from heaven, looking at this right now. Tears of joy, tears of jubilation, and for France and crew, might be tears of sadness or just a stone cold look, as is the case. Kylian Mbappe, again, historic in all the right senses. A hat trick to lead France, two of them from the spot in clutch moments. But in the end, it's Argentina who wins it. For the first time in 20 years, the World Cup is headed back to South America. Gonzalo Montiel went to Lloris's right, and Lloris guessed wronged. The ball rolled into the left corner, and he knew it. As soon as it went in, he took his shirt off, rose to jubilation. A young buck from Argentina, looking up to his captain at a young age, maybe even looking up to Kun Agüero, who was up in the stands, couldn't even look at the penalty. Puts it up and away. Tears of joy for Argentina, tears of sadness for France. What a way to end out this 2022 World Cup. A World Cup unlike any other. First in the Arab subcontinent. First in the midst of fall and winter. I mean, it's cold here in Cincinnati. But what a moment. Argentina are champions of the world. Again, there's a lot of people I have to thank for doing this as well. Of course, I've been putting stuff out on social media. Props to any of you guys who have been watching my stuff on TikTok as well, and what has been great campaign, just great highlights overall. I mean, I'll definitely put out a video, top 10 best calls. You can bet yourself this call is going to be on there. I would probably guess in the top 3, maybe even number 1 at how it looks at it. Lionel Messi, oh man. Champions League trophies, Ballon d'Ors, so much for that man. Was a young buck, and now the old soul, 35 years old. What a moment for him. Lionel Messi is a World Cup champion. Argentina are World Cup champions. That does it for my coverage. It's been an honor and privilege to do these reaction videos right here on YouTube. I'm Mahir Hassan. So long. Have a great day. Happy holidays, everyone. And as always, stay safe.